Oh man, feels good. You know, there's something to be said. There's something to be said about the fact that it's fucking freezing outside right now. It's nice and warm in here. In fact, it's a lot warmer in this corner now that all the lights and shit are on. But I'm certainly not complaining. I'll say that much. You won't hear me bitching and moaning. Now, we started a little bit. What's up, Salt? Nah, dude. When I'm in the mood, I can do enough bitching and moaning for everybody. I do want to talk about something pretty serious, though. I'm sorry to start off the stream like this, but just want to tell a quick little story. Stampy Wampy. Yeah, you have to say it like that. You got to draw out the A sound. You have to say Stampy Wampy. So, yes, I would even go as far as to say extraordinarily serious time. And I have to go full screen for this. Okay. You got your hair did? Nice, dude. Mine's a little bit fucked up right now. That's why I cover it with the hat. So nobody sees the travesty lurking underneath. Okay, so when I refer to serious time, you guys know Black Friday, Cyber Monday just happened, all that shit. We were just talking about that last stream, okay? That topic's been covered thoroughly on this stream. Well, you know, there was a water bottle, and you might be saying, look, Stamp, how many fucking water bottles do you logistically need? The answer is, I still haven't found the right one. I'm still kind of shopping around, so I don't know yet. So we order this water bottle. It's supposed to be 45 ounces. In black, of course. The bottle shows up today. It's fucking white. Looks like a goddamn marshmallow. And you know what? This is why America is a fallen state. This right here. This is the polar opposite of what I not only wanted, but the opposite of what I ordered. This is fucking ghost white. I look like a clown drinking out of this. That's all I had to say, you know? I just, sometimes I feel like people don't understand the severity of things like this. And it needs to be talked about, it needs to be discussed, because this is not... It looks like a fucking marshmallow, for real, dude. No, it's just a cheaper water bottle off of Amazon. I got this one specifically because it covers the spout top, so that my cats can't dirty it up by licking it and stuff. But unfortunately, I got fucked on the color. So, I checked the invoice, and it turns out that we really did order the wrong color. So we ordered the right color today, because I like this bottle a lot. I'm just not a fan of the color. So when the black one comes in, I will use it. But, just had to get that out, dude. It's been weighing on me all day, and now there's a weight lifted off my shoulders because I got that out of my system, you know what I'm saying? Look how I already have hat hair, and I've only been wearing this shit for like 5 minutes today. Kinda cringe, if I'm being honest, dude. Kinda cringe. You posted your haircut? Nice. Is it in IRL chat? There we go. Oh, it's in selfies. Well, that would make sense. Nice, dude. Dude, you have that, you got that, that skater do, man. For real, you got the skater do. It's so sick, dude. Did you get it colored some too? Or is that just the light that's in the photo? That's your natural hair color? Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, you got that dark ass skater do going for real. Yeah, my screen always fucks with mine a little bit, but my hair color is obviously brown. I mean, it's never going to be anything but that, but it's the dark as fuck color normally. Yeah, so we started Lost in Vivo last night. You hate having short hair? Dude, mine's short as fuck. It's literally buzzed down to a 1 on the sides. The only part of my hair that's even long is the top middle part. This. See, that's literally the only long part of my haircut right now. I don't technically have a buzz cut. I just have the sides and the back buzzed down. That's just what I prefer. Because it's like, you know, it's hassle-free. It's so fucking easy to deal with. I literally just take a shower and I just go like that with my hand and I'm done. Like, I'm done. Don't need to do anything else. There was a time when I had longer hair. I could probably share some photos. Actually, yeah, I could share some photos. I have one right here of me with longer hair. It's me and Bridget. This is me and Bridget. This was me in 2015, late 2015. People love to say that I had the Bieber cut back then. I rejected that notion, but I will say one thing, they weren't necessarily wrong. It was looking pretty. It was looking pretty Bieberish. It does. I mean, like I said, they weren't lying. They weren't lying. The hair I got now is less than half the length of what it was yesterday. Nice. So you got like a big cut done, huh? Dude, you know what's really weird? Well, it's not even that weird. I just think I actually prefer sometimes streaming without the headphones on. Because sometimes it just gets so annoying to hear your own voice the whole time you're streaming. Like down past your nipples. So you had like the foot long haircut going. But yeah, mine is basically just cut with the ability to wear a hat whenever. And if I don't want to wear a hat, then I just fucking just push it to one side and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to maintain. But yeah, these, I have some pretty loud monitoring going on in these. So anytime I talk into this mic, I can hear my own voice. That's mainly just to make sure I don't yell and fucking scream in your guys' ears. And also, if the game gets loud, I can compare all the volumes. Because these headphones are, I mean, they're not necessarily the best in terms of, you know, they're not the most detailed or the most nuanced when you're listening to music. They're not designed for that. Hey, what's up, Dr. Red? That stream last night was fucking killing me. I was dying listening to that. And it was just getting so annoying, like getting it caught on stuff or caught under your body or bed, sitting on the couch or something. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like shoulder length is cool. And yours is a little bit shorter than that now. But yeah, these are more like a tool is the best way to describe them. They will expose the slightest flaws in your audio. And that's why they are perfect for streaming. They're not even the most expensive. They're cheap in terms of nice headphones. These are cheap. You get these like $80. They're cheap. And they're just amazing for this. Like, they're a tool that is going to help you improve your audio. And that's why I wear them. If you want to sit down and listen to incredibly detailed music, get the DT990s, but you can't beat these everywhere else. You were laughing so hard your legs started hurting? I don't even know that was a thing. Yeah. All the fucking oxygen started to leave every other part of your body, most likely, dude. You were on another fucking level, that's for sure. And I thought it was like see, you do the same thing I do, where it's comments that other people would just think like, why was that so funny, you know? Took the trophy of your hardest laugh by a long shot. Dr. Crazy with the OG 1 minute. Me, number 2 with the 2.5 minute. Then Burn with the 6 minute. Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. I want to show that, by the way. I'll show mine and then I'll show yours from last night. Because I actually was watching and listening to that just a little bit earlier. So here is when I almost killed Doc. This was now 6 months ago, which I can't believe. Oh, you want me to hydrate? By the way, Doc, look at this shit. I ordered a black bottle and they gave me a fucking white one. Look at this, dude. I look like such a clown drinking out of this. White is not my thing, dude. Never has been, never will be. This is cringe, but something that's not cringe. Press the button, flip the top. Perfect. Perfect, no leak spout top. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of fire though. The white contrasts all the black. Slap a bunch of stickers on it. That's not a bad idea at all. You guys think this is actually fire? I like the silver on the logo. I just feel like the top looks like a goddamn marshmallow. Anyways, the black one's already on the way, so we're gonna remedy this situation. A Jack Baker hugging Ethan sticker. I'll show you what the black one looks like here. This is what was robbed from me, by the way. This is what was robbed from me. That's the black one. Now that is clean. That's fucking fire right there. They both are, admittedly. They're both pretty cool, but come on now. You guys know me too well. And they're cheap too. They're like $14 on Black Friday deal or Cyber Monday, whatever the fuck. I hate the term Cyber Monday so much, but yeah, it was like $14. So for 45-ounce bottle that's built really well, I was like, all right, well, using the white one, I can determine that they're at least really high quality and well made. So I guess I'll go ahead and grab a black one. Why not? Anyways, enough about fucking water. Spray paint it black with a stencil design. Oh, that is cool. Yeah. Yeah, both would be a good idea. I do have coffee as well. I think I'm going to retire the Liquid Death one, honestly, dude. It's the worst one I own. It's fun to use for the memes, but legitimately the design of it is like the worst one I own. It doesn't hold very much water. It only holds 32 ounces. It's tougher to clean. It's just not. Just a disappointment, dude. That's what it comes down to. It's just a fucking disappointment. Mail it to me. Should I sign it and give it away? Yeah, it's being carried by the gimmick, but it's not that good of a water bottle. Yes, I should sign it and give it away. I don't even have a signature. But yeah, look how small this shit is. Like, it's beautiful. It looks great. Genuinely, it looks awesome. That's the best part about it is the looks, but the design of it, it's just not good. It's like, got this weird, like you just got to unscrew the top and just drink out of the side. You got to like put your finger here and drink out of the side. It's not good. They didn't think this through. Yes. All right. Well, we did a headphone giveaway last year. I'd like to do another headphone giveaway. Jordan, or Wang in My Zipper, was the one. Well, these just came out. Like, these bottles just came out a couple months ago. One good thing is they have the no-slip aluminum disc on the bottom. That's cool. But yeah, outside of that, this thing is just a fucking meme. That's all it is. I waited like a month for this thing to show up, too. You made an impulse purchase? Oh, God. Yeah, Dr. Wangu. Wang in My Zipper is the one. He won the headphones last year. And I heard that he still uses them. So that's cool. He's getting a lot of use out of them. A leaf razor? What is that? Like a weed eater? Lawn care thing? Oh, it's a as in a shaver razor. Okay, okay. Whoa, this is sick, dude. Holy shit. This is like fucking space age futuristic. $85 though? Holy shit. And I'm assuming you can get replacement blades for these. Oh, safety razor blades. Oh shit, that's crazy. So you can just put razor blades in this thing. That's awesome. It has super high ratings. A must-have for those who shave their heads. Well, I don't shave my head. They're like 10 cents. Yeah, that's cool, you know. And that's actually innovative. Oh, they have gold. The gold looks really cool. Try to shave your legs when you get it. Yeah, I've noticed, like, this is just me and my experience, but I know I'm not alone in this. Women's razors are much better, even for shaving, because mainly all I ever shave is my mustache, because I just don't like having one. Very rarely I'll shave like right here and just do a straight line down and then across like this, you know, just the sort of jawline shave. And anytime I use one of Bridget's, it's so much better because I guess their products are designed for leg shaving. So it's just in general better. They usually have better, like, you know, the lotion strips or whatever at the top. I don't know what the fuck they are. I remember I memed as a kid that the Dollar Tree would one day be the $1.25 tree, and last time I went, the prices were like 125 or 150. I was way too accurate, dude. Inflation hits hard. It is absolutely not the Dollar Tree anymore. A lot of woman branded stuff is better lotion, better perfume, better soap, etc. Not necessarily. I would say that, you know, lotions and different things like that, yes, but cologne is easily comparable. And usually if you find a cologne brand that you like, there's a like for women version or for her version, they'll call it. Like Lucky You, for example. Lucky You is my favorite men's cologne. It just smells like, when you put it on the sides of your neck and under your wrist, shit just smells like a blast of fresh soap smell everywhere you go. It's like you just dumped a load of fresh hand soap into your hands and the scent is everywhere. And it stays for like 12 hours too. It's awesome. So yeah, and like everywhere you go when you have it on, people are always asking you like, bro, what cologne do you have on? It smells so fucking good. And it just jacks your confidence up. It's not even that expensive of a cologne. You can get the shit at Walmart easily. You know, it's like a $30 cologne. But I'm telling you, if you're a guy and you're doing something, you're going to go talk to people in person. You got some, if you're in the corporate world especially, you need to keep that in your medicine cabinet. Fucking get that Lucky You going. I call it the trifecta. Shower, deodorant, no scent on the deodorant because you're going to let the cologne do the scented part. Shower, deodorant, Lucky You. If you use those three and you go out somewhere and you're like freshly showered, people are going to be asking you what that cologne is, and it's going to boost your confidence. It's going to make you feel even better. Bought their derma planner too. I have no idea what the fuck it is. It looks like it would be good for upper lip done or like edges. Yeah, I'm very basic. We just use a single electric razor to cut my hair, and then I use you know, whatever disposable razors, men or women, to shave my mustache. That's really it, dude. I keep the shit simple. The less hair you have, the less hassle it's gonna be. So, in all honesty, it's a good thing. Very good thing. So anyway, lost in Vivo. So we got to, we basically got right past the train station. I quit right then because I was starting to get a really fucking bad headache. But the story of this game, and I remember feeling this way the first time I played it too, just surprised me with how dark and sort of shocking the gore and all the different things are. I just didn't expect it. My school Wi-Fi doesn't even let me watch Skibbity Toilet. I don't even want to know what the hell that is, Ryrock. I really don't. Because I know if I ask what it is, you're going to send me some meme-ass video that I'm going to, like, be laying on my bed at 2 in the morning wishing that I would have never seen because I won't be able to get it out of my head. Permit me? I got you, Dr. Red. Oh, did you edit the video? I want to see it, dude. Oh, I never got a chance to play... Okay, so here's when I almost killed Doc. Insider? Oh no. Insider posts some really cringy shit. My husband rushed home for the bathroom and then forgot the keys. Our cam caught it all. And then they put the joy laughing face. Oh no. We call this middle-aged mom humor.
It's locked. I don't know. Hurry. Oh.
Oh my god, that man was suffering. Get him some help, dude. Get him some help, please. All right, so here's where I almost killed Doc. He was playing a game called... Yeah, he was going to shit himself. He was playing a game called Stranded Deep, okay? Which I guess is like an island survival game. And he was playing it with a good friend of his named Crazy Killer 09. And I didn't even think this was that funny. I really didn't. But I posted in the chat, guys, be quiet. My wife's boyfriend is trying to sleep, because they were like laughing and being loud. So the following is what ensued after I typed that message into his chat.
I'm bringing them to you.
No, you're not.
If my mom ever hears
If I get hit, I'm gonna die. Hell.
No.
I can't get there.
He's gone.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Where is he?
If my mom ever hears it again.
Here we go.
Guys, be quiet. My wife's BF
Dude,
is
where'd he
trying
go?
to sleep.
Guys, be quiet. My wife.
Don't wake him up.
Oh my god, the intensity.
Gaming, what?
He wasn't... I didn't think he was going to survive, dude.
Oh my god, dude. Gaming, come here. Oh my god. Gaming, dude.
He has no breath.
I killed him. I killed him. I killed him.
This is my favorite part. When the laugh just reignites itself is my favorite part here.
Dude, what happened?
Dude, anytime I need a pick-me-up in life, I just revisit this video. That's all I need. And then last night, Doc is working on the video now, so I'm not going to spoil it. But last night, my mod, Burning Light, was in his chat because we rated Doc at the end of the stream. And he just basically like quoted something that Doc accidentally said incorrectly, and he fucking died. It was actually a harder laugh than that one, somehow. I was actually like, holy shit, is this man okay? Oh, show it? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll show it. That was a classic one, Salt. Because you were so fed up with it, you started posting entire paragraphs, entire ass passages from the walkthrough. Just copy paste, boom, 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 like message after message. And it was literally just go here, do this, do that, do this, fuck this game, I'm tired of the bullshit. Here's exactly what you do to do everything. He was beyond fed up with that game, dude. He didn't want any part of it. All right. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I found the part. So literally all Burn said was this. All he said was, thank you for sticking through me. And it was something that Doc accidentally said. And he read the message and this is what ensued.
He said, "Nya Wucho." Hold on 1 second. Burn.
What's up, Junkyard Dog? What's happened? Your great opportunity?
Canary on
Oh.
support.
Explain. Success meets us both. Nice, dude. Yeah, because you were telling me. You were telling me about that. Let's fucking go. Oh. I can permit you if you want to post that again.
Hello.
Oh my god. I was dying, dude.
Hello, baby. Oh no, I killed him.
Okay, just a second. Just a second. We getting recruited? What is this, though? Junkyard dog? Warrant officer selection? I'm currently enlisted. Oh, you got it? Well, you don't have to leak your stuff though, dude. I mean, this has like a bunch of people's first and last names and where they're going to be stationed on it. You got to be careful with this stuff, dude. That's public information. Ah, I guess you're right. Nice, dude. Yo, I'ma dodge the fuck out of the draft if they try for World War III. Well, if they do the 18 to 26-year-old, I guess that's true. Yeah, I didn't have to log in to access it. I've got streamer brain where certain things just kind of trigger my. But no, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, my brother was in the Air Force for a little bit. He was no, let's not get into it. I won't open that door, but he was in the Air Force for a little bit. But no, that's awesome, dude. We're happy for you. You know what? I'm gonna press the button just for you. I pressed it. Yeah, and Lulzaruni too. My very first mod that I ever gave mod in 2013. She also got the job. Like, me and her had the interview the exact same day, and she was super fucking nervous about it. I was a little bit pressured about mine too. I was nervous, I'm not gonna lie. And we both ended up getting the job. So you know what? We're all just fucking climbing the corporate ladder out here. All of us. Well, I mean, some people don't even want to be in the corporate world, and honestly, I don't blame you. I've worked inside and outside of the corporate world, and I can certainly tell you that inside the corporate world is not for everybody. The corporate world is very cutthroat. It's very, the corporate world is very cutthroat, and it's also very, it's tough to say. Basically, you really have to tailor the way that you behave and the way that you act and the way that you present yourself, and it may not even be genuine, but it's what helps you get ahead in a sense, if that makes sense. I know it does, but you get what I mean. Like, the corporate world doesn't exactly let you be yourself 24/7 because being yourself is not ideal for what you're trying to do. So some people get really annoyed by that and they don't like to stay in it, and I can totally understand that. No, but you just said the other day, Salt, you finally got somebody to like file your shit, so at the very least, you know, you have somebody working on your stuff now. They're not just like, oh, I don't know, wait 17 more weeks and maybe the government will get something done for you, you know? At least somebody's actually working on it now. Yeah, but like, at least you have certainty in knowing that they're actually doing some useful shit. What was I gonna do? Oh, you got some burgers right now, Doc? Bridget made some chicken pot pies today. And I was gonna skip it and just eat my beef because I also bought some beef to go straight carnivore again, but I couldn't help it. I got some and holy shit, it was good. She's trying to fatten me up. Yeah, made him. Quite some topic we got going on, huh? This is Clown Show right here. Amazon.com. This is why America's a fallen state. Because they sent me a white bottle when I ordered a black one. This is Clown Show. I want to talk to someone so fucking bad at this trans health clinic. Getting some booby pills would be dope. Now that's a technical term. Be dope if I get to look androgynous fucking goals, man. Even the bread was white. Good lord, that article title, dude. The classic Amazon mix-up. Bridget fattens Stamp Up, then he transforms into a turkey. They just shove my ass straight into the just tie me up and shove me straight into the oven, dude. What? I said because the chicken pot pie was so good that you were trying to fatten me up. See, she's real. You heard her giggle. I got some motherfuckers in here that think you're not real still. They're like, oh, he's just pretending to be. You just hear cackling in the background. All these motherfuckers. You're a figment of my imagination. Well, if that's the case, who the fuck is paying the other half of the AT&T bill? It's been me the whole time. I'm gonna get that... Gonna get that Stampede bum nice and juicy. I have to go check the mail. 1 second. Okay, I checked it. There was nothing in there. Stamp's mommy is paying the other half of the bill. Of the AT&T bill. No, my mom would beat my ass if I asked her to do that. She'd say, you're a grown-ass man. I don't pay your bills, idiot. She wouldn't actually say that, but she'd put it in a nicer way, but that's what she would intend to say, okay? What the fuck? That's not a water bottle. That's a coffee cup. That's a coffee cup. I have my coffee in a separate vessel, which I'm about to spill all over my shit, but that's coffee. No, it's not a real coffee cup. It's just a very cheap Walmart, I don't know, some kind of fucking Tupperware cup. I just drink water out of stainless steel bottles because I think it tastes better. You know, you could say the same thing about my shirt. I wear only Walmart Athletic Russell shirts when I stream. And I can prove it because I've got the Russell logo right there. Red, white, and blue, baby. Fucking K-Kona. Goddamn America. Russell wear. It is, dude. Why are they so comfortable, though? I purposefully buy them oversized. I buy double XL even though I don't even need it. I buy double XL because I want this bitch to be stretchy as fuck. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a fucking slingshot, dude. Why would I sit here and be uncomfortable? Now, one thing I won't do, like that degenerate Joshy poo, I won't stream without socks on. That's just, you know what? That's a whole other level. I can't even fathom. I'm so riled already. I can't even continue this stream if I think about it any longer. I'm so riled already, you guys. I'm upset. Prove I have socks on? No. Because somebody's going to clip that. And they're going to send it to my local senator or congressman. And he's going to call me and he's going to say... I'm going to say my real name. I saw the video. And we need to talk. I don't usually like wearing socks unless my feet are like really cold. Dude, I literally cannot go without wearing socks, and I never wear fucking flip-flops or sandals or any of that bullshit. I never wear shoes inside my house, no. Like sometimes if I'm cleaning, I will, if I'm gonna be like running stuff out to the garbage or whatever. Like if I'm taking out a bunch of trash or whatever. Sometimes I will, getting rid of old stuff, but nah. I just wear socks when I'm inside. Yeah, wearing shoes indoors 24/7 is some serial killer shit for real. You guys say we play the video game now instead of me just sitting here fucking yapping? Yeah, dude, like sliding around on the wood floor in some socks, especially if the socks are new and they have like no friction. It's like one of the best feelings. Who doesn't think that? Keeping bedroom door open is more serial killer stuff. That is, yes. If I refuse to sleep without I absolutely refuse to sleep without my door closed. Not locked, but at least closed. Dude, you never know what's lurking in the bathroom. There could be a fucking gorgile in there. And I'm not about to fuck with that. I'm on the fence with ordering some programmer socks. Gamer socks with RGB on that list. I wouldn't be surprised, dude, if some shit like that comes out. I tell you what. I think it's time. I got you, dude. Boom. Is it like orthopedic socks or whatever that are designed to help you like... Oh no. Knee-high socks. Oh. What the fuck? I've seen these before. That was not what I was expecting to see. It's just this. Went inside DJ Vest stream and they start talking about porn sites. Dude, they asked me to do a few sets, but I told them a long time ago I'm taking a break from fighting games. I genuinely become the quap is that? Why'd you say quap? What the quap is that? Hello? I'd expect you to say something like that, not type it. Ooh, Kendo, you just have such a way with words, dude. You have such a way with words, it's unbelievable. DJ Vest is the guy that rigged the sets, right? So he would have a better chance at the prize pool. See, I genuinely don't know anything about that. I remember he was accused of doing some shit like that because he had like all these amazing players that were all fighting each other and he was on like the other end of the bracket. And everybody started accusing him of like trying to, because they were doing ran bats, which is ranking battles, which means every week that you win, you get a certain amount of points. And he was basically setting it up allegedly to where he could get more points, but legit I don't know anything more about that than the accusations and the photos that people were posting. I don't know if it ever turned out to be true. I mean shit, if I'm running the tournament, you best believe I'm rigging the bracket. Just a reminder. Oh. Hey, what's up, Burn? Just a reminder, because I do have a command for this. Hang on. Of course, it's going to make me fucking sign in again, dude. No, you're fine, Ryrog. You're fine. I'm just saying. I think it's toss. Yeah, toss. Boom. I'm surprised Jaco still remember thing. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Wow, there's so many, there's actually so many commands, dude. I forgot I even had a, rules command. I should have this post every now and then, but the numbers are all fucked up. I need to fix it. There's like no space between them. Anyways, let's play the video game. I'm ready. Let me go ahead and adjust the channel here. No, I didn't watch. Bridget watched the Last of Us TV show. She was watching Wednesday, and then she watched the Last of Us show like right after that or around the same time. Because I think they both came out summer of this year, right? I don't remember for sure. Something like that. Well, I actually made a kind of lengthy post about that in the Discord, but the reality is like things literally cannot translate one to one. In terms of, you know, being movie accurate, things literally cannot translate one to one. It's just not how it works. Okay, let me fix my audio. Let's get started. All right, cool. I can hear it. Easy. Oh, pretending to be a pseudo-competent streamer. One of these days. So if anybody was watching last night, which I know some of you were, whoa, there's something weird going on with the mouse XL right now. What the fuck? Okay, that's fine, I guess. Found in Vivo. Wow. If anybody was watching last night, the first thing that happened is we visited a therapist, and that therapist recommended that we try something more intense for what we need. And what they suggested was called in vivo exposure therapy. Hey, what's up, Pink? This is kind of early for you, isn't it? Broken. You know, that is so typical. Light's kind of fucking bright in my face today. I gotta get it tilted a little bit. I couldn't see shit. Okay, well, I need to reload first of all. Today's your day off. Oh, see, I used to have, it's funny, literally every person that comes into the stream for the most part has like middle of the week day off. I used to be off Tuesdays and Wednesdays for literally years, and it was so awesome because those were nights that seemingly every one of my regs was also off. Okay, so just want to explain a little bit about what happened last night in this game. So we went to a train station. We found evidence that somebody jumped in front of the train and committed suicide. When we go to the bathroom in the train station, we found a bloody changing station in the women's bathroom. We also found a bunch of notes that went from late 2006 to Valentine's Day 2007, where the woman actually did it. Talking about how she got with a boyfriend, she got pregnant, the boyfriend said she was getting fat, left her, and then she found a new guy, and she had the baby, wasn't able to lose the baby weight, and the new boyfriend started also calling her fat. And because she couldn't handle the stress of that, she basically had the baby in the changing station. And then right after that ran and committed suicide in front of the train. So here's one of the last notes. All he talks about is how ugly I've become, how ugly I'm going to be. He tells me he's leaving. I feel so sick. He hates me now, and I have all this responsibility. All because of this parasite inside me. I didn't think this would happen. I just did what I was told. I wanted him to be happy with me. That's 6 days. 6 days before. I work Friday through Monday. I feel like most of my clients have weekends off. Yeah. I actually am okay with having weekdays off because, you know, Saturday and Sunday is tough to schedule stuff. It really is. Everybody else is trying to get their shit scheduled on a Saturday and a Sunday. Whereas if you're trying to schedule something on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday morning, it's easy. So if you need like an eye appointment or something, you're good. Man. I love being off Tuesday through Thursday. The only thing that makes me a little sad is that I miss my mom and big sister because the days I work, they're off. Yep. Yeah, me and Bridget are going to be dealing with that because the days that I'm off, she works and vice versa. But I couldn't pass up the opportunity. You know, there's something unexplainable about what certain music cues in games like activate nostalgia-wise in you. It's such a simple piece of music, but just reminds me of the first time we ever played this, now almost 3 or 4 years ago, now that I really sit down and think about it, and how different things were back then. I think there might actually still be clips from back then too. And just how different things are now. Man, it's crazy to think about. It works out great because I get off the same time Wood goes live, so I get my little tree once I'm off. Yeah. I love both your guys' streams so much. I feel like I'm a broken record talking about it. And you might think I'm just saying stuff. No, dude. I don't just say stuff. When I get the notification you guys are live, I'm like, fuck yeah. I get stuff done. You can also see a little bit, kind of similar to Silent Hill 2 in a way, where you have those sort of hanging rotten pieces of meat that Eddie kind of sees himself as. You can see these all over, and kind of these representations of what you want to look like versus what you feel like, you know? There's a lot of symbolism in this game, and I think it's easily overlooked because you can just kind of run through these areas, but... Hey, no problem, Dr. Red. We appreciate you hanging out. We'll see you someplace. Last time I lied, my girlfriend's boyfriend got mad. Actually, that was my wife's boyfriend. Got mad and beat me senseless because Dr. Red wouldn't be quiet when I was trying to watch his stream at 2 in the morning. They were in the bed discussing taxes, at least from what I understand. And when they finally got done discussing taxes, it took them almost 2 hours for some reason. I don't know what was going on in there. I was trying to watch my streams. I had already gotten my Cheetos and my Mountain Dew. I even had a bag of Doritos for dessert. And he just came out and beat the shit out of me for some reason. I really don't know why. But I'll tell you what, I blame Doc for every last... Okay, I'm sorry. This bit has to end. This bit needs to end. A lot of people I know have resorted to scamming instead of getting a job, and they're more likely going to be homeless. Oh, fuck you. Or in jail. Yo, this game is really good, Junkyard. It's very Silent Hill inspired, but it has some really interesting, really dark themes, like incredibly dark themes, and some really interesting, you know, environments for you to explore. You honestly didn't miss much though, Pink, I'm telling you. I love how well written it is because there's so many things, you know, you find these horror games, there's so many things that are just goddamn cliches um and they're so repetitive and they're not well written, but this game is so, even the notes are just so well written. It just kind of pulls you into the story of the different environments and what's going on. I changed my mind. I opted for an Earl Grey. Dude, Earl Grey and English breakfast are... Oh, shit. I know what the problem is. Sorry, you guys. I'm so dumb. I needed to turn off display capture. That should be so much smoother for you guys now. One of these days, I'll figure out how to be a competent streamer, I promise, okay? Oh, man. You know what? I'm actually really glad to be streaming this game, but at the same time, I'm actually kind of glad that we stopped Life is Strange when we did, because the ending of episode 3 to the ending of Life is Strange is kind of something that I have a little bit of trouble playing on stream, if that makes sense. The Silent Hill movie is good. First one is good. Second one is not. Avoid the second one at all costs. No. I don't mean that, Ryrog. I just mean like, oh, unless you're talking about me actually saying the competent streamer thing. That was just a joke. But just the Life is Strange thing, that's just a very emotional game. And I feel like it's just, I don't know. Like most of the time we're just sitting here laughing. It's not really, if you're going to watch the first one, you may as well watch both. I don't know. I'm not really somebody that likes to be emotional on stream, although I have in the past, but it's been really few and far between, and usually mainly because of lack of sleep. Like I remember one time I got into a discussion that I absolutely should not have gone into about, there was I think we got into a discussion about like, you know, capitalism and homeless people and different things like that. And I was telling a story about how when I was in school, it was not the most affluent area, and we had kids going to our school that actually had like dirt floors in their houses and no running water and shit. And that's a topic that I just can't get onto. Like even now, not getting into that anymore, because if I talk about it anymore, it's not going to be good. But anyways, the game. Let me also take a sip of some coffee for a sec. Yeah, I love that the bars are fake too. It tricks you into thinking you need to go back, but you can actually go forward. Dude, getting emotional for me is just feeling like shit, and I'm not a fan, but I have to deal with it all the time already, so I'll pass. I'm excited for the second Five Nights movie. It's already confirmed. Dude, didn't it like do insanely well? I survived the ending of Fatal Frame 2. I think I could compose myself with Life is Strange. Yeah. Well, it's just a different kind of... I don't know, man. It's just a different kind of thing. Like, I remember the first time we finished it on stream, I was just kind of in streamer mode, and I didn't really, you know, internalize the story or anything, but... Gross more than Jaws 2? No, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, the other weird one that really caught me off guard was Metal Gear Solid 2, because that was the first time in my life that I had actually finished that game. And when the credits music rolled and you just have this beautifully told, you know, ending monologue by Raiden talking about, you know, there's more. Yep, you see? One of the central themes of that game was like, what can we do as humans besides just pass on our genes? And he was talking about how there's so much more that you can do. Yep, we just took it. It's a torn piece of my dog's leash. I waited in the dark for so long. I lashed out against anyone who got close, but someone kept pushing me into the light. It hurt me for a while. It doesn't hurt anymore. Check out the date. It's today's date. I love the way that ends so abruptly. Checked Life is Strange on mobile store. Unfortunately, it's not available on my device and only compatible with older versions of Android. Yeah. I mean, you guys have to agree the sound design in this is like phenomenal. Do I have Lost Tape number 3 yet? No, just 1 and 2. We haven't done Clinic yet, though. Let's do Clinic. This place should be empty, but the lights are on and I hear something crawling around. Why keep the power on? Why? I can't fathom what this place even is. I've tried to map it out, but it doesn't make sense. Here, let's save first. The Lost Tapes are some of my favorite parts of this game. So we've had Pound and now Clinic. And I think there's Hotel and Cabin as well. It's just so beautiful. It's a beautiful, gory fucking mess. And I love it. As soon as you drop into it, it's so just abrupt, immediate. No chance to prep. I mean, look at this fucking game right now. Oh my god, look at this lighting, dude. Sorry to keep repeating myself, but... it's a service animal for us. It said I'm not sick and why am I here? Something's wrong with them. Yeah, Life is Strange is all fun and games until you get to the end of episode 2 and you realize that it's actually talking about some very heavy shit. Although, to be fair, episode 1 has some too, but it's a lot more stilted and tough to relate to. Episode 2 is when shit actually gets real. Just don't be a Warren. Hey, Pink agrees. She has said many times, don't be a bitch ass like Warren. Or punk ass, I'm sorry. I can never remember the technical term for the type of guy he is. Yeah, punk ass, I'm sorry. I'll get it right one of these days. Okay, that is far from ideal. I think Warren's purpose is pure. He's just weird and punk ass to express it. I mean, true, but honestly, this is... I don't even mean to turn this into a dating conversation, but let's tell the honest truth. If you were to act like Warren in the real world, you would literally be treated like you were invisible, especially if, as a guy. I mean, this dude is obsessed with science, chemistry, like, really? I mean, even in the game, there's only one girl that's actually interested in him, and it's also the girl who's interested, like, heavily in science and chemistry and the exact same things he is. Which is Brooke, and she gets incredibly jealous of Max. The doggo. Oh, that is something. Well, I'm just going to excuse myself. How much is this game? I think it's $10. I can't remember if I can go back down there or not. But I think I need to. Is there something we need from down here? Like, I already know you're gonna be here, bitch. I need something out of here. Okay. There we go. Beetle emblem and mine access key. Beautiful. Alright. Now we make a beeline back to the ladder. I'll probably take one hit. And that's okay. Okay, so he's there, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna fucking... Oh, of course you would. And that's okay. Good for you. Good for you. Wow, he was right on my ass too. Okay. You didn't know Josh Hutcherson is 5'5", friggin' tiny? Yeah. Isn't that where we got on the topic of Bridge to Terabithia the other day? Was talking about Josh Hutcherson. Okay, so now we have the one emblem, and we have the mine access key, which I think is the key for this one, if I remember right. It's one of these for sure. Why? God, Wait, weren't we already here? We were. What the fuck? How did it loop? Oh, it also opened this one? That's weird. Oh, what? No, I was already down here. I actually would like to know how much this is because I would love to gift it to some people. I think I actually reviewed this when I first played it.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
It's right here, Meg. This marshmallow ass looking thing. But you know what? I actually really like it. And I'll like it even more when the black one comes in. Bomb emblem. I thought I'd be safe down here. I'm so far away from those monsters up above, but even down here I'm not alone. That sounds like a you problem. Dude, for the love of God. I literally just outran you. Now I have to do this shit again. Okay, he was right the fuck there, too. This one I was alright. No? Alright, we just have one more emblem. I think this is the last one I need this way. Star's logo, then the emblem, the references, they keep coming, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's no surprise that there's a heavy Silent Hill influence in basically anything that has this type of imagery, but yeah, the Resident Evil symbols are definitely apparent. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the one I was already at. So there's still one more spot I need. I can't wait to show you guys the third lost tape. I think the third one, the either the hotel one or the cabin one, but the cabin one is my absolute favorite. That one literally just feels like a fucking fever dream in so many ways. I think we gotta follow the arrows here. Like, I know I'm gonna run right into him, basically. Yeah, fuck you. No, we've already got the one from down here then. Maybe it is this one. Yeah, I don't know if I got an emblem from down here just yet. Was it this ladder or the other one that I was climbing? I can't fucking remember. Why is my memory so bad? This seems a lot longer than the other ladder. I think this is the one that I needed to be at. Yeah, I do not remember the ladder being this long. It's got to be this one. It's like some alien shit. Fuck me. Oh. Okay. Wow, how did he not? Okay. Moon emblem. 924. I told everyone, but no one listens to me. I can't trust anyone. They're all just serving the monsters. No one is different. It's just me now. Why wouldn't they just listen? Okay. So he just now saw me, but we should be headed straight toward the ladder. Okay. Oh, fuck me. I forgot this one could climb. I'm just gonna fix my eyes forward and hold W and shift. Oh, fuck me. He actually... Okay. Whoa. Yeah, dude, this game is full of very shocking imagery, to say the least. Nizumi testing. Dr. Brundle, personal archive number 86. Feeling good about today. Progress continues almost at an alarming rate given how theoretical this all should be. Today we had one of the smaller rodents continue to move for almost 2 hours after all of its blood had been drained and replaced with mix PA22.12.15V. Okay, we should find another lost tape here and be able to play it as well. Fucking sounds, man. Dr. Piccinini, personal archive number 66. My dreams have found their savior. A dark creature swathed in dirty robes now lives within them. They eat the rats and silence the screaming. Soon I will begin work, not this filthy government's rat work, but my true work. I will give birth to my savior so they can silence everything. Here's his office. You can see the Dr. Piccinini on the wall. Bunch of dead rats. Personal archive number 65. Shrieks and squeals are all I hear. My dreams are infested with these rats. If only they knew that we were going to make them into something beautiful. If they knew that and had the capacity to, they would respect me. But no, it's nothing but screams and wailing. I can't even sleep. I can hardly think. Even when I'm further away than the sound should possibly travel, I can still hear them. Yep, 2 freezers full of dead rats. I think there's a problem here. Lab 1C. Can't get in there. Lockers 1A. Oh my god, fuck you. That was the worst thing that could have possibly happened right there, getting trapped in the corner. Dr. Brundle, personal archive number 87. Today I questioned the higher staff just on how far they think we can go with these experiments. Dr. Piccinini took hold of me and brought me into one of the off-limit rooms and showed me something I don't fully understand. Maybe he was playing an elaborate and inappropriate prank. Piccinini told me it was his other pet project and assured me that the work we're doing is of great importance. I showed Sotiris to Dr. Brundle today. He didn't know what to think. He just stared at it. Maybe he was just scared. Sotiris is moving now, but only barely. For some reason, I can't get him to function while the camera's on or while I'm looking at him, but he changes form in between these moments. Said, oh, the camera's on. Camera's been on the whole time, huh? He doesn't even know. Holding 1A. Okay. Dr. Piccinini, my dear savior is growing every day. I started stealing some of the rats from their tiny safe cages and put them in the hole with Sotiris. At first I wasn't sure if they would do anything, but once I left and came back, the rats were gone. The only traces of the rats left was a lipstick smear of blood on Sotiris' jaw. Man, the fucking sounds in this room. Dr. Brundle, personal archive number 89. We've done it. I have to get out of here as soon as I can. These are not creations that should exist. I don't know if we screwed something up along the way or if this was the only possible outcome. Oh, I love the sounds in this room, man. This is such a great game. Oh, there's a lost tape. Yes, okay. Fuck you. God, these fucking sounds, man. Dr. GLA, Research Archive number 120. Subject Cast 3 was originally found in the wreckage of a collapsed farmhouse by a mountain survey team. It was later brought to government attention after most of our crew went missing and then granted to our lab for testing. It appears like a normal cassette tape, but has some major differences. Spectrogram displays of the audio contained do not seem to match the structure or waveform of the actual sound, but rather several images of American animal life and trees. Some researchers who spent significant time listening to the subject have been hospitalized for mental reasons, often becoming obsessed with a fictional being known as Bayagototh. Or Bayagototh. I don't know how you say that. All right, let's go play this tape. I like that mist in the air too. Look at that. Oh yeah, what does this one say? The plastic casing feels loose, like someone took it apart several times. The cabin is written on it. This one is my favorite, like in the whole game. This actually just fucking... This whole tape is just crazy looking. It's just the imagery of it more than anything. I mean, look at this. Have to pray to it, gives us flesh. Burn the idol, must stop it. Oh man, this one is fucking... I always forget how good this one is. Need firewood. It took our son. Rest in peace to the bitrate, but holy shit. Housing 1A. Dr. Brundle. Need a key for that one. Evil Dead for watch party. We did watch the Evil Dead movies a very, very long time ago, but hell yeah, I'd be down to watch them again. 1, 2, and the remake. I love all three of them. TBH. Oh, you mean Army of Darkness? No, I'm not a fan. Dr. Brundle. I'm beginning to question my fellow scientists' ethics, if we can truly call any of this science anymore. I fear we're all stumbling into something dark. And with each breakthrough, my fear grows. I don't know how they'll react when we inevitably hit a dead end with these experiments. Doll head. So we actually were already in the right spot. But we're going to take this doll head and we're going to put it into the vise in that one lab, that red room. This one. This gives us the pick lock set we can use to get into Dr. Brundle's office. Fuck you. Retinal. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Whoa. Relax, buddy. Yeah, look at Dr. Brundle. The eyes have been eaten. Dr. Brundle, I can't get out of here. The halls are full of them. They're worshipping Piccinini's messed up head. They swarm around just like the rats. That's scripted, by the way. Man. Oh my god, fuck that. I hear another one behind me. Don't even need it anymore. Oh, fuck me. God, this fucking game, man. That got me the first time, too. Look how shiny the collar is. Hmm. Dr. Brundle, Dr. Piccinini went crazy. He attacked me in my office screaming about sacrifice. I hit him over the head and he lost consciousness, but I confirmed he's still alive. I'm going to try to get out of here using the flood tunnels connected to the rat fluid chamber. I can't go down there. It won't fit. I won't fit. Oh god, I hate how claustrophobic the ceilings are here, man. Fuck that. I'll flip if all this is the dog's machination. You've never seen this game before, have you? No, so dude, you're probably highly confused right now, understandably. Swear to God, this game. Dr. Brundle, personal archive number 92. I'm almost out of here, but Piccinini's pet is in the warehouse by the emergency exit. It won't move while I'm staring at it, but when I try to look away, it seems to reappear somewhere within a closer radius. If someone finds this, please be careful, as the creature may still be around. Yeah, so this is Sotiris right here. We have to keep an eye on him, literally. Or he'll reappear closer to us. See? There he is. Kind of, yeah. That's a very apt comparison, yeah. So we're looking for an eye that we can use for that retinal scanner. So this MFR is right here. I think I'm fucked. You might puke a little. No, don't do that. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. I just took my eyes off him again. Okay, we need to check this. I was gonna say, dude, where's the fucking opening? Missing left eye picked up. I'm not either, dude, because... Yeah. He was blocking my way. I got what I deserved. It's like 6 home CCTV game. Yeah. That one had me tense the whole fucking time, dude. For sure. Oh, there's no eye because he stole my eye. You see that? I don't think that's scripted. No, we have to complete this part. Yeah, I don't have the missing left eye. You just see him just pop in there. What a piece of shit. This guy is. Okay, well, at least it's always in the same spot. Okay, we gotta get ourselves back to the retinal scanner now. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh my god, fuck you. Save room? Yes. Okay, so we don't have to get the left eye again. Alright, retinal scanner should be down and to the right, but I don't... Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know where he's gonna be. Fuck this game, man. Fuck it, but I love it at the same time. Holy shit. This game just keeps me on edge all the time. GG's. What'd you guys think? "3D art by Sotiris. It creepy." Hey, welcome on in, by the way, sick boy. How have you been, by the way, man? It feels like we haven't really talked too much in DMs. Outside of just general degeneracy that I've been sharing. Motion capture by me. Oh. Well, I did deserve the credit. But where's my royalty checks, dude? Graduated school? Nice, dude. Blood by the Riddler. The time is late. Savior of rats, Sotiris. The need for eyes. We just threw up cockroaches. The need for eyes is an unquenchable hunger. Oh, that is questionable. You know, a game like this plus sleep deprivation is like a surefire way to guarantee that you can't sleep for a long time. I'm telling you, man, it will fuck you up. I'm not really experiencing sleep deprivation per se. I've just been up for a long time. They're not really one and the same, if you know what I mean. But it certainly has more of an impact when you play a game like this versus just waking up and doing it, you know? What is this? Image the dream. If the power goes out on the tracks, you have to reboot the whole system. In order to do that, go to each section and turn off the breaker boxes, then come back here and restart the system. I've barely been able to keep the power on, so that's about all the advice I can give, besides giving up. I rephrased how that was written, but you get the idea. Map. The dog on the wall. Got out with the dog, came home with a shotgun. Standard American day. That's a fucking K-Kona. Oh, what? Did I just go down? No. Oh shit. I fucked up so bad, dude. I think I get a chance to do that again, but I fucked up. I shouldn't have pulled that. Okay, lost tape number 4. We're gonna go do this first. Lost tape number 4 is great. Alright, the final tape. I just played tape 1 again. Fuck me. Can I exit these? Okay. There we go. This one is hotel. I need to sleep. Someone has poured gas all over this. This is what I really love about this one is it's the perfect nightmare scenario. You're wandering around a hotel desperately trying to find a place to sleep, and everywhere that you try to find just has something fucked up about it that prevents you from being able to sleep there. Like gas being poured all over a couch. When would that ever happen? It's covered in bugs. I can't sleep here. Man, I love how everything is so jumpy too. Like all the corners of the walls and everything. Whoa. I forget what movie this is from. Somebody in my chat was like obsessed with older movies and they told me exactly what this was from. Suicides changed into shrunken and gnarled trees. Dante asks Virgil for an explanation of voices he hears and he tells them to lop off a twig from one of the trees. Dante does so and blood gushes forth and the spirit within reveals itself as Peter of Vigna. I'm assuming this is Dante's Inferno? The river of filth in which flatterers and dissolutes are immersed and where they seek in vain to wash themselves clean. The bed is coated in soot. I can't sleep here. I can't read that, man. It's too bright. I gotta get a screenshot of this, man. Like, just look at this fucking game right now. Sorry, that was so loud. Not second floor yet. We need to check every floor here first. Or every door here first. This bed looks clean. I could sleep here. It's covered in bugs. This mist in the air. It's wet and putrid. I can't sleep here. Oh god, something is sleeping here. Okay, I think that's it for the first floor. No. Okay, that should be it for the first floor now. This bed looks clean. Oh, I thought the game crashed. It's filthy. God, fucking sounds. when the sound design is way too fucking good. It's soaked with tar. It's a nightmare. Yeah, that's a great point. They look good and bad at the same time, but it's that perfect fusion where your brain is confused kind of at what you're looking at, and it creates that, you know, that PlayStation 1 effect in your brain where you can sort of make out what things are supposed to be, but kind of not at the same time, and it gives you that kind of sense of doubt. Lighting looks immaculate, but the textures look like some PS1 shit. Yeah, I think that's intentional. It's wet and putrid. I can't sleep here. This chair looks clean. I could sleep here. Your body is filthy. Disgusting. Wow, look how much more disgusting the whole hotel is now. That is like the perfect nightmare scenario. I could easily picture having a nightmare like that. You're just desperately trying to get some rest. You're fucking exhausted. Everywhere you run to this hotel, as soon as you go to sit down to actually fall asleep, it just gets soaked with something. Tar, gas, oil, soot, bugs, you know. Everything is disgusting and dirty. You can't actually lay down and sleep on it. Spooky Stories for Kids Volume 1. Once there lived a nasty old man in a nasty old house. The nasty old man wouldn't go outside. The nasty old man wouldn't play. He sat in his tub and soaked in the water all day. Just him and his music, enjoying the water, even though it was nasty and green. He soaked all day and every night, but he never tried to get clean. But one day the old man couldn't find his music. His radio was all filled with static. He twisted and turned and tried all the stations, and things got a little dramatic. His radio fell down into the water and he missed the off switch, and the story goes that if you visit his house, his nasty old corpse will still twitch. Yeah, for real, like whenever it first came out in 96, that must have been the most mind-blowing game to ever exist. Like, period, end of story.
Without me, you're just hollow. You're pathetic. You need fear to motivate you.
Well, there's also something to be said about scan lines. Like, there's been a lot of comparisons that you can find. There's been a lot of comparisons that you can find. Okay, we gotta be careful here. That's always a little bit scary too. You got to get ahead of it. Spooky Stories for Kids Volume 2. Once there lived a nice man with his nice old dog. The nice man was content, just him and his dog. Watching the years pass by, his house was old and deep in the woods with a little blue patch of sky. One night the nice man was walking his dog, as was his nightly habit, but then the dog got out of his leash to quickly chase after a rabbit. The night sky was dark, just barely lit, so the nice man was filled with worry, but then the old dog yelped and ran inside as if it was in a hurry. The nice man went inside and locked up, his worries for now put to bed, but then out of the window he saw his old dog, but its skin had been shed.
Do you think you're getting better? Does doing this even have a purpose?
I can't turn my head at all. Press space to bark. Oh, I can't move my mouse, I meant. Looks terrible on modern displays unless it's an emulator with mods to make the textures clear. Yeah, I also prefer the look of scan lines. Even if it's a filter, I just prefer the way that scan lines look on older games almost universally, you know? Are you serious, dude? With a piece of paper. I mean, that could potentially be like a career ender too, an ACL tear. Because you can only rebuild that surgically so many times. Drew Smith. I hope I'm not just doing stuff. I feel like this is where the sounds are coming from. Something is beating on the door. Flood the drain room. An ACL tear around the 80s and 90s meant you were fucking done, but now medicine is more advanced. Some have torn it thrice and are okay today. Yeah. There's a skater named Dustin Dolan who's had his ACL and different ligaments in his knees rebuilt like 17 different times. ACL, MCL, LCL, and in both knees. He's had every single ligament rebuilt several times in both knees. Like, holy shit, that dude's gonna be in so much pain. When he's actually elderly, you know? Alright, we gotta save really quick and then we'll come back to this room. Ugh. You'll see why. That shit sounded crunchy. Yeah, it's like those. Have you ever seen Michael Jordan's right hand? His right hand, his primary shooting finger, because you know you're supposed to end your shot form like that. His finger literally goes in like two different directions. It was broken inward, then it's broken outward. So if you see him now, his index finger like shoots off like this. It literally looks like this on the end of his hand. It goes completely the wrong direction because he broke it so many times while he was playing. Kobe Bryant had that too, where he broke his shooting index finger so many times it just went all over. Yeah, and that's what Kobe did. Like when he was doing his playoffs run in either 2009 or 10, I can't remember. But he had a splint and his finger was taped up and he played with it. Okay, we just looped. 2010, yeah. I'm sure you've also seen that footage of him in like 2012 or whenever it was, where he goes to get the ball, he runs down and he basically catches his weight with his index finger and it jams the shit out of it. So he walks over to his physical trainer, that Gary, I forget what his name was, Gary Vito or something like that. He walks over to his physical trainer and the guy just grabs his finger, rips it back in place, and he's like, good to go. Yeah. Yeah, 2012 was one of the worst, like, failed super teams ever, where they had him, an insanely old Steve Nash, like a 38-year-old Steve Nash, and Dwight Howard with a fucked up back. That's all they had that year. Dwight Howard with a fucked up back, an old Kobe, and an old Steve Nash was all they had in 2012, and they thought that they were going to actually, like, have some kind of super team with that. I think I just keep looping here, dude. Yeah. Okay. So I need to go this way. No, that ain't gonna work. Oh, I need to, I'm not even in the right fucking spot. Oh yeah, the thunder. This isn't Penumbra. Dude, Penumbra Overture was a game I remember playing a lot when I was younger. It was really good. And Penumbra Black Plague. But that company, I forget what they're called, but they really exploded whenever Amnesia came out. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever seen that happen in my lifetime again, where a horror game came out and was just so fucking influential that it just changed everything like overnight. I mean, seriously, Amnesia changed fucking everything. Just the way horror games were designed, the way that they were conceptualized. Amnesia changed everything. Am I saying it was for the best? Not necessarily, but I'm saying it changed everything. And I just literally just keep running in a loop here, so I need to stop. Like, what are some other... another example I could think of is PT. PT was another one, and that's not even a full game. Like, the final game of Silent Hills wasn't even going to be like PT. And Kojima has said that. Like, it wasn't even going to be like that. That was literally just a teaser that they conceptualized for PS4. That's all that was. Frictional games, yeah. This is where I need to be. Munching on honey buns and chucking up shit for LA. Did you see that video of the Dallas Mavericks commentator ripping James Harden a new one? And being like, hey, James, you're the problem. Every team you go to, you're the problem. I'm like, my man's is not wrong. They did not, in fact, develop Amnesia machine. Yeah, they didn't develop a machine for pigs. That was another company. That's why it was so different. But it wasn't bad. I thought Machine for Pigs was pretty good. Just very, very different. They also made Soma. Soma was their first, like, big budget game. After all the success of, Amnesia, Soma was the game they made with all that money, essentially. Oh, you mean the Rockets? Yeah. Yeah, that, you know, Houston fans, they still have not stopped talking about how bad the officiating was. Like, and I have to agree, it's pretty ridiculous in professional sports when referees just decide to completely change the way that they're reffing from one game to another. It's like, it really calls into question the legitimacy of a lot of stuff, I do have to say. Because, I mean, when you're sitting there, I'm hydrating with my marshmallow bottle. I mean, when you're sitting there, professional sports, the highest level, the NBA is literally the highest level of professional basketball in the world. People come from all over the fucking world to compete in this league, and you're going to call touch fouls, like literally touch someone else's jersey, and they're going to call a foul and give free throws for that. It really calls into question the legitimacy of the shit sometimes. What's up, Tusk? We're talking about fucking the Rockets against the Warriors in 2019 and how they called the weirdest like touch fouls on the Rockets basically the entire series, and just bizarre shit that completely swung that. And also, don't forget, 2002 was admittedly rigged by Tim Donaghy. So they have done it in the past, and just because Tim Donaghy is a fall guy now, don't think they won't continue to do it. And anybody that says they won't continue to do it doesn't know what they're talking about, because they absolutely will. In 2016, not gonna lie, the Thunder shouldn't have choked to the Warriors, but they would not have beaten LeBron. Yeah. No way. How much help does Lacheat need? Have you ever listened to LeBron mic'd up how he actually will argue with the refs and they're like nervous trying to explain their points? It's actually kind of nuts. They're like, well, I thought I saw this and I thought I saw that. And he's like yelling at them. SMH trying to be like MJ question mark? Is he really that guy? SMHing my head? NFL is like that too. I don't know if you guys ever used to watch the Patriots. It literally felt like every single time the Patriots were close to a first down and the ball was like in no way in hell was it actually past the first down line, the refs would just come out, pick up the ball, and just place it on the line and just be like, yep, that's a first down. That happened all the fucking time. Spooky Stories for Kids Volume 3. Once there lived a great old beast in a great old wood. The great old beast would attack the town and carry young children away. It screamed and it howled from inside the woods each night and every day. So one night, the townsfolk hatched a plan to slay the beast once and for all. They snuck up close while it slept under a tree, and then they made it fall. It growled and hissed, not moving an inch since the fallen tree held it down. The warriors fought and stabbed the old beast to finally save the town. But the story goes that if you visit the woods, that under a great fallen oak, the great old beast isn't dead at all, he just still hasn't woke.
I'm your identity. I'm your crutch. You used to cling to me like a parasite. I know you better than anyone, and I know you're weak. You'll come right back.
LeBron's also the face of the league. They don't want to be seen on national television making shit calls. Oh, fuck me. That was the worst thing that could have possibly happened right there. Alright, we gotta lead this little bastard. Hey, what's up, Pitt? I'd say long time no see, but you were in here like 2 days ago, so it's certainly not long time no see. Oh, fuck me. I went to the wrong side. Nope. Okay, we're very lucky we didn't take a hit right there. We gotta time this, like, perfectly. And also, the knife is the best thing to beat this guy with. Alright, go. Should be good. Nope. Oh, I fucked up so bad right there. Sounds like William Afton screaming in hell. Like literally professional, as you said, yet refs still decide to act like amateurs. Yeah, I mean, they represent a league broadcast on national television like nothing is truly forgotten. Yeah, and you could also say that about like the 1985 draft, whichever draft Patrick Ewing was in. Where the whole setup was changed. Fuck me. The whole setup was changed, and what they did instead of the coin flip, because before what they would do is they would take the teams with the 2 worst records and they would just have them do a coin toss to see who got the number 1 pick. Well, 1985 was the first year that they basically had the envelope system, and they put it into a big ball, and David Stern would mix them all up, and he would grab the envelope of the team who earned the number 1 pick out of it. Okay. Okay, well that's just questionable. So anyway, what happened that year is Patrick Ewing was going to be the number 1 pick. Like, there was no question about it. Wherever this dude went, that city was going to be put on the map as far as basketball goes. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was going to be a thing. Really? That was so close, dude. Fuck me. And so the NBA actually was going to lose its broadcasting contract with some of the major networks, including CBS, I believe, at the time. But it was a renewal year, so they basically had to prove that they were worth another extension on that broadcasting contract. And so what's the best way to do that is to send a big ticket player to a big market team like the New York Knicks or the LA Lakers. So surprise, surprise, he goes to the Knicks. But the other thing is, someone who had like massive stake in the New York Knicks ran the draft that year. Like, there's somebody who had massive stake in the New York Knicks, and he was directly associated with the building that they were holding the draft in. Okay, well, that is something.
I don't know anything about sports ball and I have no idea
Oh
what
my
is going on and am just kinda zoning out NGL. What the fuck kinda whack ass knockoff ass Silent Hill enemy is this arm guy BTW?
That's a great question and one that I can't really answer. But we did what we were supposed to do, so we're gonna leave. I thought this guy dropped a key or something. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff about that draft. Like, it would take me a long time to actually go into it, but basically there's a couple of theories. One is when they were putting the New York Knicks envelope in the mixer, the corner was the only one that was folded. It was the only one out of any of the envelopes they put in there. It was the only one that had a really obviously bent corner. And the whole time it's spinning, David Stern is watching that one. And the weird thing is, you would think he would just reach in, grab the winner, pull it out, and done deal, right? But he didn't. He actually grabbed like 3 or 4 of them, shook off all the ones that didn't have the bent corner, and then lifted up the one with the bent corner and presented it as the Knicks. You know, there's just a lot of weird shit that happened with that. The other theory is that they actually froze the envelope so that he could feel which one it was. I don't know if there's any validity to that whatsoever. I bet there's not, but that's just one of the theories. The corner, like the edge or the corner of the envelope. But yeah, just look it up. It's really interesting. Like I believe it was either the 84 or the 85 draft. Whichever one, Patrick Ewing was the #1 pick in. Just take a look. There's a lot of interesting shit that happened in that. 85, yeah. Yeah, they did all that and Ewing didn't even win a title. Yep. But it was a major, major talent going to a big market team. And so it helped the NBA renew their contract for broadcast. So it served its purpose. And that was really kind of the whole point of that. Oh. What the fuck? What was that? Looked like Sotiris or some shit. Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies about the NBA, but David Stern was a fucking weird guy. Like, there was an all-star year. I forget if it was like 2012 or 13, where David Stern got pissed off and he quote-unquote misspoke and said that he knows where the bodies are buried. And then he clarified himself and said something like, "Excuse me, I meant the kids' bodies. I know where the kids' bodies are buried," as if that's any better. It's like, what the fuck? The hell are you on about, you actual freak? Adam Silver is a really bizarre guy too, but at least he seems remotely, like, relatable. I mean, he's appeared on JJ Redick's podcast, I think. And they just sat and talked, you know, like actual human beings, which seemed like something David Stern would never do. J. Jonah Jameson's podcast. Yep, it's literally just J.K. Simmons pretending to be J. Jonah Jameson 24/7 on a podcast. Well, we're talking about the American Basketball League, the NBA, so. When's the Alan Wake 2 run? Probably soon, but I'd like for the game to be discounted before I actually buy it. I'm sure it'll probably be discounted around Christmas. Does the glove fit? If not, you must acquit. Adam Silver's like an actual person. He's not a complete NPC. Yeah. It's a great game. Yeah, I've heard really good things about it. Now, a criticism that I did hear is that it has really bad replay value. Is that true? People said Alan Wake 2 has horrible replay value and like you really won't feel compelled to do another playthrough after you beat it once. And I've heard that from a lot of people as well. Well, at least they gave me a lot. What the fuck? Vomiting ghosts? What is this shit? What the fuck? Did you lock the door? Yes. It's just strange how he barely punishes Ja Morant for acting like a gangster in a professional business. Well, I don't even think it was just that. Like, the reality is they almost have to be more lenient on superstar players like that, because if you find them or you punish them too badly, you're directly impacting your own bottom line. So while you want to give them a fair punishment, they almost have to be lenient, because how many people are going to watch Grizzlies games without Ja Morant? Certainly a lot less, you know, than would if he was playing. And that's just the reality. Like, imagine a Hornets game without LaMelo Ball or a Lakers game without LeBron. Like, a lot less people are going to be watching. What the fucking shit is this? It wants something. But I don't think I have it. Dude, this whole area is so fucking weird. The text is illegible. You know, Adam Silver has come up with some weird but good decisions, though. Like the whole play-in tournament idea is pretty cool. I like the idea of a play-in tournament where it's like if all these teams are close to clinching a playoff berth, they can play for it. You know, it's not just like you're either in or you're not anymore. I think it does lend itself to a little bit more excitement to say, you know what, your team can fight for it. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, never mind. I'm not sure if it's directly his fault, but the NBA does nothing about terrible officiating. Like, yeah, like remember when LeBron was playing the Celtics last year and they fucking hammered his ass? Like absolutely hammered his arm. And you could literally see them smack the shit out of his arm and like it banged up against the backboard and they still didn't call anything. They literally just called nothing. And LeBron was like, everybody was getting on his case. They're like, oh, he's throwing a tantrum. It's like, no, dude, he got fucking destroyed and they didn't call it. And they even, the fucking NBA ref Twitter account put out a tweet and they're like, we're humans and we make mistakes and sometimes we miss calls. Last night a call was missed and they acted like it was the most dramatic shit in the world. Like, yeah, I get it's not the most serious thing ever, but you definitely missed a call and completely gave that game to the Celtics when it shouldn't have been there. It's like, that's a major fuck up that damages the legitimacy of the game. It just feels like there's hardly any accountability for this shit. And it's like, if there's no accountability for bad officiating, why would I watch? Because it's like, why even have rules at that point? Why even have regulations that your referees follow if they're just going to break the shit all the time? God damn it, dude. I got to pay closer attention because this part's easy to die in. Yeah, and they teed up Patrick Beverly for running up there and showing them somebody's camera in the crowd that caught it or whatever. Which was hilarious, admittedly. But yeah, for real, it's like, how am I supposed to watch or even assume that there's any legitimacy in this fucking game if you're just gonna miss calls and completely sway games? Like, I don't need your fucking apology. I just need you to do a better job. And not just because the Lakers lost. It happens a lot. In playoffs especially, it seems like they just forget how to do any proper officiating. Oh, fuck me. That was terrible. Holy shit, they are all here. I think I'm dead now. Nope, we're good. Wow, this is a major Silent Hill looking area right here. Fuck, I can't reset. Oh, fuck me. The shotgun is so bad here. I'm dead again. Wow. Okay. Can't tell if the refs are just stupid or we're supposed to directly pass the ball back to the ref instead of setting it down. Oh, my school's JV team got 4 techs yesterday, and all of them were for simply putting the ball down for the other team to inbound. Yeah. Well, that's why they're reffing high school ball. Or college ball. I don't fucking know. But whatever it happens to be. It's like those fucking high school basketball coaches that act like they're hot shit. It's like, bro, you're coaching high school ball at the end of the day. Like, you're not. Like, if you were as hot as you thought you were, you'd be coaching college D1 or some shit, but you're not. You're not. You're certainly no Krzyzewski or whatever, Coach K. Oh my god, I did not remember this part being so hard to fucking survive, dude. I should have died right there too, to be honest with you. Got an ad for Good Burger too. I already watched it. It was very disappointing. Bro, I wish I was hot. Ooh woo. Fuck yes. We got the best ending. Hashtag save the puppers. I'm sorry, I'll never say that again. My coach specifically has clear coaching experience but never played any ball. Like, he can't coach skills whatsoever. You escape the confines of the sewer and reunite with your dog. You feel that your experience has changed who you are and that the barriers of life that once restricted and intimidated you have now fallen away. You've been to hell and back, confronted your fears, and gotten stronger. Sorry. You didn't need to hear an echo burp. I apologize. Next game? I'm not sure. Okay, now I'm more confused. What? Backup dogs, the talking brain, various creatures. He doesn't make us do any skill development drills at all, even in tryouts. He just sees what we can do ourselves and tells us what to do. Questionable. Oh, wow. People raised $5,300 to make this game. That's awesome. Oh, Dust Golem. Dust Golem is that guy that constantly leaks stuff. or constantly says that he knows like all these Silent Hill and Resident Evil leaks, and to be honest, he's very rarely right, but when he is, he like flaunts it really hard. Like he's very rarely right about a lot of things, but hey, broken clock. Yeah. See, that's just lazy coaching. It's like you need to develop your players, but a lot of dudes that are coaching, you know, basketball like that, they're like, ah, fuck it, I'm not gonna work to actually develop any players. I just want the best people doing what I think they're best at. Oh, what the fuck? I pressed down and it went light speed. Let's go. I appreciate all these people for their contributions. Thank you. Feeling safe isn't a feeling that you can feel. The janitor. Mercis tapes. What is this? Oh, what the fuck? Wolf Hollow Campground. I have to escape. Sorry, I know that was loud. God, I love the way this game looks, man. So much about it. Wake up, you're in a coma. Shadows, Chapter 1. 2 times a year if it's an analog clock with a calendar function. Exactly, dude. All right. That is Lost in Vivo. An amazing game. Honestly, it's best experienced all in one shot. I feel like splitting up the subway and the rest of the game kind of kills the momentum, so I do apologize for that. And I'm sorry I got a little bit off topic toward the end, but God, it's such a great game. Such an amazing game. And it's one of those things where Steam indie horror is so, like, everything is so similar in a lot of ways, but that's one of the only games that really genuinely stands out amongst the rest, you know, in the best way possible. Closest thing he does to skill development is making us practice a shit ton of transition and full court press and other defensive schemes, and boxing out, which admittedly is more important in an organized game than skills, but if he actually made us develop skills, it would be better. Yeah. Oh man, what do I even say about that shit? It's like, the whole game is like a fever dream in a way, but I really feel like the subway and just the way that those notes are laid out and the timing of them and the way that the sort of story within the story progresses. Imagine being good at anything. Tell me about it. I'm good at very, very few things, but those few things I've obsessed about for so many years that I'm actually decent at them. That's what I come to realize. School ball coaches literally just take players and tell them what to do. Rarely any of it. Yeah, because that makes them look better. If the team does well, that makes them look good. So they just try to do whatever they can to get themselves to a good performing team as quick as possible. Kenda, I'm good on fucking up. Oh my god. No, dude. I've played 26.4 hours of Lost in Vivo. I have to have like some of the highest playtime on all of Steam. Major update 3.0. Oh, that was October 2019. I was legit going to say something along those lines, just a tad more and I might light a stick. My travel team coaches actually developed us every practice while still emphasizing what was important for the game. Ah, Fortunate Sleep. This is one of the best songs off the Silent Hill 4 soundtrack. It's called Fortunate Sleep. No one disturb her dead. Sometimes you just gotta let them play. You guys want to see how long my Silent Hill playlist has been running for? This exact playlist that I'm running right now, 51 weeks. This exact playlist. Now I have one that's even longer than this. 51 weeks, 4 days, and 20 hours and counting. That's how long I've played this specific playlist. What is 51? Okay. $24 times 7, so 168 hours in a week times 51 for 51 weeks, 8,568 hours. All right. And then plus another 20. So in total, 8,684 hours. How many minutes? 144,000 minutes. No. 521,000 minutes. I told you guys, this playlist has not changed in a very long time, because as soon as you change the playlist, it actually resets your playtime on it. I have not added or removed any track from this playlist in years now. And it basically stays running on my computer 24/7, because Fubar 2K is a very low resource usage app. So it just runs 24/7. I have no reason to turn it off. Change it up. You know, the thing about change, though, is that I don't really like it. Add some songs. I have some songs that aren't Silent Hill in this playlist that I'll use. The thing about change is that ew. You know what I'm saying? Ew sometimes. Like, I like the Resident Evil save music. I've got an Aphex Twin song that I like. There's some Brian Eno music that I would love to put here, but I would get DMCA'd so goddamn fast my head would spin. Okay, so you've been watching me since 2012, Burn. How much has changed in that time? Not a lot, would you say? I think haircut slightly. The fact that I even wear a hat is a big change, but outside of that, has much really changed? I don't think so, dude. A fair amount? What do you mean by that? Explain yourself. Liquid Death sponsorship? Yeah. That 100% exists, by the way. Should try to get it. No, I'm not Steve-O. You have to have a big podcast. They only want big podcasts where you can put the can of Liquid Death in the frame. Wait. I have an opportunity. This is my one opportunity. This is my one opportunity to nail this sponsorship. I have to get this right, dude. Streaming quality, mic quality, your comfortability, viewer base, etc. Well, that's true. Except for the content at the end of the day is the streamer, and the degeneracy never changed. So all those things are not as important as the dog shit content coming from me directly. Okay. So, I need brain dead streamer refuses to embrace pride and goes for self-deprecation levels of modesty. Wow. Who are you talking about? I know you're not talking about me. I am a man who knows what he's good at, which is very few things, but I discovered the other day that I still have one final can of legit, not opened, Liquid Death. Sparkling. Their most famous, most popular flavor, probably because the can looks really cool, admittedly. As you can see, the water bottle emulates this can design exactly. It's just matte instead of glossy. See? But I say what we do is we never open this. As you can see, it's very cold. It's actually sweating right now. Condensation. As you can see, it came out of the fridge, but I say we never open this. We just find a place, like say over here, to just always make sure that it's in the frame at all times, you know? Just like have a little shelf coming out from the wall, always have it in the frame. I don't intend to buy any more of the cans. That sort of phase is over where I want to pay for overpriced water. Yeah, we should leave this one for years. It is the chosen one. Finally drink it when you get... Exactly, that's a great idea. I will not open this until I get sponsored. I'm wearing the fucking hat. I've got the can. I've got the water bottle. What else do they need, dude? God, they have a ton of my money. Fuck. Gonna be like where I used to work, where we found a can of Pepsi from the 80s in a utility room. Yeah. In 30 years. Fucking archaeological excavators will come to where my apartment complex used to be before a gigantic nuke got dropped on it. And they'll say, wow, what is this ancient civilization beverage here? Liquid Death. A sealed can, have that can PSA rated. It would be a low PSA rating because there's a part where the paint is straight up chipped on the, or if it is paint, I don't know. These people literally drank death. Yeah, no wonder they got wiped out. You know, there's a conspiracy theory about this, which isn't there a conspiracy theory about everything, but there are some people who genuinely believe that words, just like the sheer nature of printing a specific word on a product, can cause harm to you. So like they think the fact that it actually has the word death on it means that you can get like a deadly illness by drinking it. And they're totally genuine when they say this. Not that there's even anything in the water itself, just that the word being on the can is evil or something, and that it's gonna curse you. I'm telling you, dude, it's real. Look it up. But yeah, I will leave this Liquid Death can here. I will never open it. I don't intend on opening it. I have a couple of the flavored ones here, but the black can was always my favorite. Does using Android phone will make me an Android someday? Yes. Oh shit, my light went off. Dude, why does this keep happening? It's supposed to be on a 12-hour goddamn timer. Keeps going off after 3 hours for some reason. Because every time I plug it in, I have to reset it. God, man, how the fuck is it almost December? Holy shit. I have a ton of PTO in December, so I may actually do another stream marathon, but yeah, dude, it is crazy that we're even in December already. Man uses Razer products and gets cut while gaming. Well, I only use Logitech, including the G303X Shroud mouse, which I'm using right now. I just put some new skates on it a couple days ago. That's right, Pink. You know the truth. You want the G402? G402 is a great mouse. I also have a G703 and a G903 somewhere. I have the G502 Proteus Core, the 2013 version. It didn't fit my hands though, because my hands are goddamn massive. So I had to grip it like this, and it got really uncomfortable after a while. As you can see, they pretty much engulf this mouse, but it works because the corners flare out. And so I have this space to rest my... I still have to grip it like this, but... See? I got fucking caveman ass hands going on. It actually ends up working out because my hands are so fucking huge I can just claw it, you know? Yeah, 502 is a great mouse though. I'll never tell anybody not to buy one. It's a great mouse. But no, hey, being totally serious, Burn, since I've known you for so long, I do appreciate that, man. I definitely feel like, you know, there's a lot of people that talk to me in DMs and whispers and stuff. People that are actually regs and they watch a lot. And they ask me all the time, like, how do you get comfortable being on camera? And I know that that's really hard for Twitch, especially. Like, there's a lot of people that just aren't used to being on camera all the time. And my only advice that I can give is just do it a lot. Get used to it. Be more comfortable with being on camera than not being on camera. That's my only advice. And you can see it happen. You know, I'll watch people stream. Exactly. Yeah, you never get fully comfortable. Like, you're always going to be somewhat aware that you're on camera, but once, you know, I've said this before and it's really weird, but if you look over at the preview, eventually it almost starts to seem like you're looking at another person, like you're not even looking at yourself. You know what I mean? It's almost like you're watching someone else's stream when you glance over at the preview from time to time. I know that makes very little sense, but it's true. I don't even like taking photos of myself, let alone 60 per second. But yeah, you just forget about it over time. And once you hit like fucking, I don't know, probably 4,000 or 5,000 hours of total streaming and across my entire life, then you just get comfortable with it. But I see that happen. A lot of other streamers, like, usually that just show gameplay, and then when they use the camera for the first time, I see them like glancing over constantly. They look really uncomfortable. Eventually they'll just turn the camera off. It's like, man, honestly, I feel like looking in the mirror kind of feels like that though already. Looking at yourself in the mirror makes me kind of uncomfortable. Yeah. No, I totally get that. I mean, the only time I ever use a mirror is when I have to somehow utilize my useless ass shaky hands to put on some, you know, stuff. That's really all. But, you know, I think what it comes down to, being comfortable in general doing streaming, here's two things. Don't take yourself too seriously. That would be my number one thing. And I'm not even trying to impart advice because I'm not in a position to do that. But if you take yourself too seriously, people are going to make a fool out of you. And you'll become a lol cow because you just cannot take yourself that seriously on Twitch. You're going to get roasted. You're definitely going to get roasted for your looks. I take my fair share of roasting. It just happens, okay? There's no way to avoid it. So you're going to get roasted for your looks. Be ready for that. You're going to get roasted for a lot of different things. Your mic quality, all whatever it happens to be. How to not play series called How to Not Stream. Yeah, seriously, like I said about the Mike Pence hairline thing, that is one of the dumbest yet most unique insults that's ever been hurled at me. Motherfucker just comes in and says I have a Mike Pence hairline and then left immediately before I could even say anything about it. And I just died laughing about it for almost an hour. Every time I thought about it, it got funnier than the last time I thought about it. A singular one, Burn? Try several. We had a fucking bot in here that was trying to promote feet content. Yeah, exactly, you know? Yeah, we had a bot in here that was literally called Splay Feet. And occasionally, when like I think it was one of those bots that could detect when chat activity was high, and whenever chat activity was high, it would post a link to some foot porn website. I missed it one time. I was gonna try to ban it, and then the next time I caught it, I banned the shit out of it. But it's like, why? Why would, first of all, why would anyone develop such a bot? I have to ask myself this question. But the more I think about it, I realize, for some reason, that's just what everybody's obsessed with right now. You know what? I think everybody's been obsessed with feet for a long time. They just never wanted to say anything about it. And if you're going to compare it to some weird fucking fetishes out there, I guess it is more tame, but it doesn't mean that I want to see that shit. Yeah, it's like, I'm not... Whatever wiring has to go on for that to occur, I'm not wired that way. So please leave that shit. Define weird fetishes. Oh, dude, there's all kinds. There's a fucking toilet fetish. Shock videos have taught me that there's a fetish for literally everything. That's all I'll say. Audiophile? No, audiophile is not. There's a natural disaster fetish, and I'm not making that up either. It literally exists. There's a term for it. People have admitted to it. Oh god, dude, what the fuck? No, please no. Don't give anyone any ideas, okay? Yeah, don't Google things like that either, because you're just gonna end up in that one part of the internet where your ISP is gonna be calling like, what the hell, what did you do? Little not suitable for work info. I've written some weird shit for people before for money. Well, haven't we all? No, I'm just kidding. I've had to describe things I never thought I would have to. Dear God, what? Forgot your traffic is monitored by work. You know, my traffic was monitored at my old job, and somebody came to me and said that I had like 700 hours of YouTube streaming in 30 days. And I was like, yeah, it's because I'm always streaming a lo-fi playlist. Which was not the case. I was watching a bunch of stuff, and they believed it. Old Stamp got himself out of trouble by telling a little white lie. You know how we all do. And they didn't bother to look into it any further. I stay looking up weird shit. Oh, what's up? What's up, Wood? I'll tell you guys the story. When I did a work study back in college, this was late 2012. It was the semester that went from late 2012 to early 2013. One of the guys that worked there got fired because he actually did a boomer search. So we left. I closed the last night with one other guy. His name was Eugene. And I came in the next morning, and my boss had the weirdest look on her face. And she just looks at me. She goes, "Can I talk to you for a second?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And she goes, "When I came in this morning, there was porn on the computer. Pulled up, the video was still up, and it had been paused." And she was like, "Am I going to have to pull the cameras, or are you going to tell me the truth?" And I was like, "That was not me." I was like, 100% that was not me. I was like, "You can pull..." I got immediately really stubborn about it. I was like, "You can pull whatever footage you want. That was not me." And she's like, "Well, did anybody close with you?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was Eugene." Well, they ended up pulling the cameras, and they found out that it was him. So he had literally Googled very hot girls kissing. It's the most boomer search you could ever imagine. It's literally a search that like a fucking 65-year-old grandpa would do. And so they ended up firing him because I can't be doing that shit. Yeah, it's one or the other. It's either an old person who doesn't know how Google works, or it's someone who's way too young to even be on the internet that has no idea how the internet works. But he was like 21 at the time too. Like, what the hell are you doing, dude? It's like, I don't, like, even at the time, dude, everybody had phones connected to Wi-Fi if you're really that bored. Come on now. It's just ridiculous. And the fact that she tried to pin it on me, like, why do you think I would be the type? Do you think I would be the goddamn type? Yeah, it wasn't. No, it was. He literally Googled the internet history because he didn't even bother to delete the internet history. It just said Google search very hot girls kissing, not just hot. No, this wasn't good enough for him. He needed very hot. But yeah, we didn't see him anymore. If I remember right, they just gave him a quick phone call and they're like, yeah, don't, like, they basically wanted to confront him about it and he just ended up running away. He never showed back up because he was so embarrassed. Nah, you'd be the type to open your PC up and find horrifying images of creatures beyond man's comprehension. Was the VODs girls very hot? I don't know. I just saw the search history. I wasn't going to click that shit. They were going to pin it on me, dude. But the other thing that happened was, I did work, and this is the weirdest thing ever because it actually ended up coming full circle. So I worked with a guy, and he was just a complete dickhead. He was like a jock type guy. He had a cheerleader girlfriend, you know, all these different things. Everything about the typical jock archetype was this guy. I don't even know why he was doing an IT job, but he was. And one day I come in and we had work laptops that had all of our software to submit a ticket and all these different things. And I come in and he has my laptop at the re-imaging station, which is where you completely wipe Windows and reset it to factory default. He has my laptop at the fucking re-image station. And I'm like, why are you re-imaging that? And he goes, for the lulz. He looked at me. He goes, oh yeah, I'm just re-imaging it for the lulz. He didn't back anything up. He just fucking wiped my whole computer. And I had to spend all day re-downloading my shit. What a fucking asshole. Even in 2012, I wanted to tell him, like, what fucking year is it? Who the fuck says for the lulz anyway? And, yo, that's weird. You ever think about that? Like, it's okay for girls to be gay and stuff for, like, movies and old people, but as soon as it's two dudes, it's not okay? What the fuck kind of double standard shit is that? Like, there's loads of weird dudes that are specifically into lesbians but are aggressively against gay guys. Like, what? 2009 sounding ass? Yeah, for real. And so I told the boss about it, and she suspended him. Like, he wasn't allowed to come in for 2 weeks, and we were hourly, so he literally lost a whole check because of that. Like, why would you do such a thing? What a fucking asshole. So a few weeks later, he comes in and he's all happy and shit, and I'm just like, what's going on, man? He's like, I got my first big boy job, and it was like a whole ass city away. And he basically accepted a position at a pretty big company, so he ended up leaving. Well, almost like 7 or 8 years later, I just randomly get a Facebook message from him because we just happen to still be friends. And he's like, hey, bro, are you looking for a job in this city? And I was like, actually, yes, I am. What's going on? And he was like, so that company I used to work for, they're actually hiring right now. I'll put in a reference for you. And I ended up getting a job there. He atoned. All those years later, he had like that girl that he was dating in college. He ended up marrying her. They have kids. They bought a house together and everything. And he ended up referring me and getting me like my first position in this city. What if Stamp insinuated the idea? So you got a job from this dude wiping your hard drive? I know, it's like full circle. He was a dickhead to me when we had a work study together over 10 years ago. And he atoned. He made up for it. He hooked my ass up too, for real. He went above and beyond. He was a very nice guy. I could tell, you know, like having kids really changed him. Or maybe just, you know, experience over the years. But, you know, he called me, we talked about it, and he told me about the position and stuff. And I was like, sounds good, man, sounds good. And he's like, I got you. He's like, don't worry about it. I will get you in. And he did too. He did not fuck around. He actually did end up getting me in. So... just goes to show, just because you think somebody's a fucking asshole, sometimes they'll change. But I think the most important thing about, you know, work is not your credentials. It's just knowing somebody. And that's the sad thing. It's like, because I have friends who have 4 and even 8-year degrees, and they're constantly like, man, I'm trying to look for a new job. Like, this shit sucks, or I'm having a really hard time getting in with a particular company. It's like, yeah, because credentials aren't everything. You really, at the end of the day, you've got to establish a good relationship with the hiring manager. That's the number one thing. Like, go out of your way to separate yourself from the pack. That's the best thing you can do. Like, send an email that goes out of your way. You know, try to set up some kind of face-to-face meeting and have some kind of icebreaker. Like, it's tough. I have a 4-year degree and I've been stuck in a dead-end job in a shit town for over a half a year now. Meanwhile, I'm fucking awful at socializing. No wonder I never get hired. Well, it's not always the case. I mean, obviously, if you specialize in something and they're looking specifically for that, I mean, that's going to make your life a lot easier. But just in my experience, yeah, it's like I have gotten opportunities that I 100% should not have gotten, only because I went in and we ended up just like having a great conversation and just really leveling with each other. I guarantee there were other people that had applied, just as an example, that had more credentials, but I ended up getting at least one of the available positions because, you know, it just ended up working out really well. If you can find one thing that they either say or mention that they're into or interested in or anything, if you can find one thing and use that as a through line, you can make the conversation work, but it's not easy. I just, I always tell this story too, is like, if you have a feeling, if you're constantly going to your job and you feel like you want to quit, maybe you should just quit. And I realize that sounds so fucking naive and that it's way easier said than done. But just for me, like when I was working retail, that was a dead end job for real. Not every retail job is, but mine in particular absolutely was. And I just remembered when I finally quit, like when I finally turned in my shit, and I didn't work for the company anymore. As I was driving home, I just had the best way to describe it is I had the most intoxicating feeling ever. It literally felt like my life as an adult is starting now. It didn't start when I turned 18. It didn't start when I turned 21. It's starting now. And I was 24 when I quit. I was 23. I was about to turn 24 when I quit. What if every time you go to work, you wish the place would burn to the ground? Well, obviously that's a bit different, but like I said, I do feel like even though it's easier said than done, it's best to look for a different position if you're feeling that negative about your workplace. But it was just the most amazing feeling. Like, I feel like when you send that letter, you got a lot of load removed off your back and had a big sigh of relief. You mean the 2-week notice or whatever? Yeah, and you know, 2 companies ago, so now 2019, I had a similar situation where I got fucking lied to about a higher up position. Basically, in IT, a lot of times there's a tier structure. You'll have a tier 1, a tier 2, and a tier 3, etc., that type of thing. And I was a tier 1 agent, and I was told that if I took on a whole bunch of extra responsibilities and I moved into an office and I started learning from a tier 2 person, that eventually there would be a tier 2 spot for me. And so I worked my ass off for like 3-4 months. And, you know, occasionally I would ask, like, you know, do we have any kind of timetable on when that position's going to open up? And they would always just kind of, yeah, we'll see. We'll get back with you. Well, after about 6 months of me doing a shit ton of tier 2 work and not being paid for it, I was like, all right, I need to know, is there a position available or not? And my direct boss, of course, he did the same shit where he was trying to like pass it off and just hope that I would ask later. So I went to the fucking executive director of the entire IT branch of the company. And I asked her, I was like, look, just tell me straight up. I just need to know, is there a position? She said, no, there is no position and there's no plan for there to be a position. So as soon as I walked out of her office, I was like, thank you. I appreciate that information. As soon as I left her office, I went straight back to my own work computer and immediately started putting in job applications. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm not staying here any longer. And they can monitor all my activity too. I guarantee they saw that I was doing it. I did not give a shit. I was so fed up with it. So I ended up getting something. And once I accepted that other position, I sent out my 2-week notice. It must have been maybe 48 hours. I mean, I literally grinded harder putting in job applications than anything I'd ever grinded workplace wise in my entire life. Was just to do whatever I could to get out of there. And when I sent out the notice, I just remember he came by and he came into my office, closed the door, and he did that shit. You know, when people are trying to like lecture you, he put the chair down backwards, sat down in the chair, and started talking to me like he was trying to fucking father son me. And he's like, I'm just letting you know. He's like, and this is just general life advice. Nobody likes a quitter. Yeah, he tried to fucking look son me. And I didn't say anything. I was so done with him at that point because he had been lying to me for 6 straight months about a position being available. And he said nobody likes a quitter, and I didn't say anything. He goes, you got any comments, thoughts, opinions, anything like that? And I was just like, no, not really. He goes, okay, well, I guess we're done here. And he stood up and he walked out the door and he didn't even fucking make eye contact with me. Not even eye contact for my last like 13 days that I was there. Nobody likes a quitter. Nobody likes a goddamn liar and manipulator either, bitch. The last salon that I was at was so toxic. I took a year off from doing that. I fucking hate that, man. You know, teamwork is I swear to God, teamwork and being able to collaborate with your coworkers is the fucking difference maker that nobody ever talks about. I mean, a lot of people do, but it's like if you have a good working relationship with people and you're all going through the same shit together, you can accomplish so much more than you can, you know, as separate people at work. Like, there's been a lot of situations, especially in retail, where the task was absolutely horrible, but because I had awesome coworkers that were great at what they did, it ended up being a blast and it ended up being really fun and memorable. But if the workplace is toxic, or you have somebody that takes themselves way too seriously and they think that they're like this boss who thought he was giving me life advice when I didn't need it or care for it, it just ruins everything. Like, I would have been fine to stick around there if they would have been fully transparent with me that, yeah, no, there's no position available, but, you know, here are some options. But they didn't have it. Hey, no problem, Salt. We appreciate you hanging out as always. Yes, Stampy Wampy. Ugh. I can't say that without cringing, but... yeah, workplace toxicity erodes the absolutely, and it comes from the management down. So if you have a manager or a boss, oh god, not the uwu. If you have a manager or a boss who's like that, it's just going to destroy everything. There was a lot of favoritism. I complained over and over of people leaving messes behind, messes that they get paid to clean up and made themselves, and nobody ever got written up for anything like that. But I got written up for a customer being toxic toward me. Yeah. God, favoritism and nepotism are some of the most frustrating things. When, like, you're in a position and you've worked your fucking ass off for something, and then someone else comes in and they're like related to the manager or some shit, and they just immediately get this very high paying salaried job or something. And you're just sat there like, wow, really? In the retail company that I was working for, it seemed like golf was the job maker. Like, if you played golf with the district manager, you were just going to be handed a salaried position that made like $75K a year. Literally just handed it. And you didn't have to work your way up to that whatsoever. They just give it to you. The owners were insanely unethical. One of them sexually harassed me, and the other techs that were around us when it happened laughed like it was a joke. Oh, you know what the best part about that is? You know what the best part about that is? When you bring it up to somebody, because I worked with a girl who also had that same experience. When you bring it up to somebody, especially if your boss is also a guy, they'll usually chuckle about it. I swear to God. They'll chuckle about it and they'll say, you need to relax. It was no big deal. It was just a joke. You know how boys are. You know, they say that bullshit. It's like, oh, he was just being a bro. You know how it is. They just, you know, fucking just play it off. Good God. The day I quit, I woke up in a cold sweat having a nightmare about making them more and more money, and I wrote a text I was forfeiting my shifts and blocked them all. Hey, that's what you got to do, because the thing is, they will try to like guilt trip you into coming back in. So you got to shut off all those avenues immediately. Like collect all your shit if you have like, you know, some of your stuff, if you have it stored at if you have like a workplace locker or whatever. I know some places do that, or just a common area that you can leave your shit at. Take all your shit with you the night before, shut that shit down immediately. I try my best to put in 2 weeks, but when it came to retail, I just couldn't do it anymore. I just woke up one day and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I was like, I refuse to go in and work inside of a freezer and fucking scan items for another 8 hours. Like, that's just not what I want to do with my life anymore. And I just woke up and I remember talking to Bridget and I was like, guys, fuck that. Like, we're done. Anyone in Austin, Texas, avoid Cute Nail Studio? Oh God, any place that calls themselves that, I probably avoid it anyway. I wouldn't be as fed up with my job search if I'd had a single interview so far. But half a year with not even an interview from companies skeleton crewing to avoid paying COVID loans is killing me. Yeah. Well, see, I was in that position too, man. And I had to move to a different city. I mean, I understand, like, that's very easier said than done. But I had to do it. And it wasn't easy. It was very, very difficult. When we moved here, and it's not a sob story, okay? I promise it's not. I've told this story before. When we first moved here, since this was a bigger and more expensive city, I had to do literally 3 jobs. I had to work a very low paying 9 to 5, and I had to do freelance stuff on the side. I had to go to this website called Rev and do transcription, and I also had to sell off a lot of my shit as a 3rd job just to make ends meet. Like, that was just to get the bare minimum stuff paid, and I had to do that for like 9 months. You used to do Rev? Seriously? That is fucking insane. I've literally never met another person who ever did Rev transcription. Never. My fucking hands would be destroyed. I'd have all like these fucking shooting pains going up my hand from all the fucking typing, dude. That's insane. Yeah, it definitely helped my typing speed, but holy shit. I signed an NDA. Rev is a site where you basically listen to submitted audio from customers and you transcribe it. Basically, you're just typing out exactly what's said. But there will be more difficult jobs where there's like several people speaking and you have to assign a specific color to that person. And sometimes they also want the person's name included. So there's a lot of specifics that the customer will request, and then you have to make sure that, you know, you fill out. But yeah, I signed an NDA, so I can't talk about specifically the jobs that I did, but I will say that I did a few TV shows where it was like the producer cut, where it was just like the raw camera on someone being interviewed for over 2 hours. And I ended up making like $100 from this one. This was the most I ever made from one job. It took me like 5 hours to transcribe this bitch, but it was like $100. And it was a cooking show. Again, I know what the name of it was because it said, but I'm not going to say the name of it. But it was a cooking show where someone was being interviewed related to the dishes that were being made. And it was a raw cut of like the producer, a cameraman, an audio guy, and the person they were interviewing. And I had to type out every single thing that they said for the full 2 hours, the raw video. Holy shit, it was a nightmare. And I had to do that after already working my day job. Like, I had to work my day job, come home, relax for like half an hour, and then get on Rev and just fucking grind that shit out. It was insane. So needless to say, I take absolutely nothing for granted now. The way that I'm able to work, just do my job and stream basically whenever I want is a blessing, and I do not take it for granted whatsoever. I mean, yeah, I would recommend it. I think it's definitely solid side money. It basically was our gas and grocery fund for a solid 9-10 months until I found a position that was actually much better paying and was able to supplement, you know, us actually getting our shit paid. not really supplement, but was able to help out, you know. Yeah, they introduced a thing called Line, which was like AI recognition. So basically now what'll happen is the jobs pay slightly less, but the customer will submit the audio and then an AI program will go through and transcribe as much as it can. And then you basically just go in and make corrections as you listen to it and hear the changes. So those are easier, but they pay a little bit less. I mean, that's just what was happening the last time I was on the site, which it's been forever, but that's just crazy, Pink. I never thought I would meet another person who actually did that shit. But yeah, not fun. At least it wasn't in my situation. There's some absolute maniacs on there, though, that make like $4,000 a month. Like the top earners on there make like $4,000 or $5,000 a month, but you literally have to put in exactly what you get out. There's no shortcuts on Rev. No, it's not horrible if it's one of the only things you're doing. It can be fine, but doing it as a side thing, if you're already in it, if it's like a necessity, you literally have to be on there every single day, making sure you're refreshing and grabbing good jobs. But yeah, a lot of bullshit with the pandemic, but one thing I will say is that it definitely improved the work from home setup for a lot of big companies, which was definitely a plus. Because a lot of companies realized, holy shit, this office space is really expensive. It would certainly save us a lot of money if we just sent everybody home. And a lot of companies did that. It's like, why would we continue paying $10,000 a month for rent on this building when we can just send everybody home and give them laptops and shit? Was going to school for nails and my ex was like not satisfied with my hours I was getting from your Starbucks job, so he just told me to do Rev. I would have never done that otherwise, yeah. He was not satisfied with your hours you were getting? That sounds like a weird dynamic. That would be a really bizarre thing for me to tell Bridget. Yeah, I'm not satisfied with the hours that you're getting. You're going to need to work some OT. I was 20. Easily manipulated. I feel that. Good Lord. When I was 19, I got very easily manipulated. I was manipulated by, I was hypnotized by the piercings and the fucking tattoos and the pale foundation and the black eyeliner. Never mind. I'm not going any further. I'm just going to take a sip from my cringe ass water bottle. They call it the alt pole these days. That's the new term for it. The dark days. Oh, I feel that. Mine was 2014. That's an LO bottle? What do you mean? Well, I ordered black, to be fair. I ordered black and they sent me this bitch. It's literally all white and the top looks like a marshmallow-ass color. It's just some random Amazon brand. It's like $15. 45 ounce. I like it, but I would much rather use the black version. Yeah, I like the clear lid too. The main reason I got this is because my cats like to lick the spouts of my other water bottles, so I needed to get something that covered the top. Like, this one is cool for the memes or whatever. This one is cool for the memes or whatever, but it's just not nearly as good. White bottle on the right, black bottle on the left. No, I'm going to use the white one for my work setup in the living room and then my black one for the stream setup in here. That 24/7 hydration, dude. Hydration is so goddamn important, you guys. If you don't properly hydrate, you're going to be getting headaches all the time. If you're someone who has to look at monitors frequently, you're going to get eye strain headaches more frequently. Stay hydrated for real. Your organs will thank you. Yes, clear piss gang. If your piss is not almost entirely clear or very, very light translucent tinge of yellow, you need more water. If it's that dark yellow, that Mountain Dew shit, you definitely need more water. Slightly yellow piss gang, let's go. Moderately yellow piss gang, but not dark yellow. If it's dark yellow, you got some serious. You need to get the gallon and you need to get chugging. Man, I can tell you guys some of the craziest stories from retail. I tell you what. We had some really degenerate people, and they were always cheating on each other. Like a bunch of the people, we worked on night shift at our store. So we had like 4 couples who their partner was not working with them, and they ended up cheating on their partner with somebody who worked at the store. Like, come on, dude. How degenerate could you possibly get? So it's like this girl was engaged. She cheated on the dude she was engaged with another guy that also worked at the store. They ended up getting married and like having a kid and shit. And that happened with like 3 or 4 different people. And then one girl fucked a married guy on their lunch break, and the guy's wife found out about it, showed up and punched her so hard in the nose it like had this gigantic gash on the top of her nose, and you could see the bone sticking through. Like, I swear to God, it was like a Jerry Springer episode could have been filmed every fucking night there. Several times a year, that's for sure. Meanwhile, I was just sat there like 19 years old, like, hi everybody, I exist. Teehee. Don't be a home wrecker, because everybody talks and your reputation will be stuck that way. You'll be known as one, and everybody will always say about you, once a cheater, always a cheater. So just don't open that door. Come on now. Hey, welcome back, Mag. I was talking about how my retail job may as well have just been a Jerry Springer episode because of how much cheating and like degenerate bullshit happened every week. A lot of people got fired for being on meth and shit. Like, it was that type of area. You always come in at the weirdest fucking times, Mag. Every single time I'm talking about the most bizarre shit. Oh yeah, and another one. So the goth / scene girl that I ended up breaking up with, her new boyfriend showed up at my store, and he was like trying to find out where my car was parked so he could slash my tires, but little did he know my car was actually broken down and I actually got dropped off. But he was there, and that was what he was there to do. I got a message from one of my actual good friends that was like, bro, have you seen this guy? And I was like, oh, you mean her new... I was like, you know, my ex's new boyfriend or whatever. He's like, yeah, he apparently went to the store to slash your tires. And I was like, oh, well, he's going to be looking for a while because my car's not even here tonight, dude. What an idiot. That same guy also got arrested in the bathroom because he was snorting compressed air out of a shoe. I don't have my can of air on the table, or I would show you, but you guys know the cans of compressed air, like the electronics cleaners. He was spraying a shit ton of it inside of his shoe, and then he was huffing it all at once. Because apparently it has like hallucinogenic properties. Yep. It's a refrigerant. If you inhale the refrigerant, it's fucked up. What it does to you. So we were all just standing around. I didn't even realize it was him. We were all just standing around, and the cop showed up, and he's just like, I remember he knocked on the door. He's like, son, you're caught. He's like, don't try to run. Don't try to do anything. You're already caught. Come on out. And he just had this weird fucking smirk on his face the whole time as they were walking him out. So bizarre, dude. I was like, well, she found her a quality man. Oh my God, dude. Like, what the fuck? It's like you want to, it's not that you want to be petty about it, but my brain immediately jumped to, wow. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to do that, dude. I'm not going to stoop to that level. But yeah, it was bad. Do it? Nah. Because I don't want to, like, I just don't want to seem like I'm being an egotistical fuck, you know what I'm saying? But it was very, it was very eye-opening. Okay, modest man. Okay, now it's gonna make me seem like a penis head, regardless of what I say, dude. I'm just here to hydrate. That's all I'm here to do. Yeah, that guy, I think he actually is still in jail, actually. Not gonna say what he ended up doing. It wasn't to her, is all that I'll say, but I'm pretty sure he's still in jail and will be for another 5-6 years. Yeah, that's a yikes. That's all I will say. Hey, welcome back, Dr. Red. Nice white water bottle. This is you. This is up your alley, Mag. I should ship this shit to you. I'll sign it. Because I know you give a shit. Sounds like the world is a better place. Oh no, it absolutely is. I mean, the dude was one of those guys that posted nearly naked photos on Facebook. Like, he literally took a photo that was nothing but a towel on his dick and made that his profile picture. It's like, wow, you're one of those types, dude. You finished early. Oh, you finished. Oh, okay. Yeah, how was it, dude? Mega Man 6 was easy but super fun. See, that actually did teach me an important lesson, though, because that relationship was one where it's like, have you guys ever been in a relationship before where you're in it for way more than just the person? Like, something morally is keeping you in it? Like, for my example, her family was just very broke. And so it made me feel good that I was dating her because I would buy things for them. And I don't mean, you know, small things, like I would just buy them groceries every now and then because I felt bad. And so when you break up with somebody like that, you know, it feels bad because there's that, you know, there's way more involvement than there should have been. And so it was really hard for me to do it because that's just a rough spot in general. And I always have had a soft spot for, you know, people that are in situations like that. But I told one of my coworker friends what I got you, and he said it's so sick, tee-hee, kinda. Well, I'm going to be opening it on stream, so. And it's just kind of shitty because, like, you know, her family seemed to like me. And, you know, it's like you don't just break up with a person. Like, you can't be involved with her family anymore. And I liked her family, too, so. You know, but you don't just lose that. You lose everybody. So, you got to be ready for that. Good thing I've not been in that kind of, yeah, I don't recommend. Didn't actually realize I wasn't happy at the time, but I do know now that I kind of stayed with him because their dad had just died. Oh, yeah. See, I remember that situation, Mac. And you never realize how fucked up things are until you get a front row seat. I was over at her house one time. She pulls out this box of Pop-Tarts, and I was like, I'm not really a fan of Pop-Tarts. And she's like, neither am I, but it's the only food I have until Friday, and it was a Tuesday. Yeah. I don't even really like talking about that. That's how much it fucked me up. And this was like almost 10 years ago. You never realize how fucked up things are until you get a front row seat. Well, dude, Mag, I remember you calling me the night that you kind of found everything out. I remember that too. It's been over a year though, hasn't it? Yeah, Kendo, that was crazy. But you know, you do sort of end up taking on this like provider role that makes things really, really hard to break off. You've never been so distraught. Oh, trust me, I know. Because I didn't even know what you were talking about. When you first called, I was like, are you good? I thought you were in like a life-threatening situation. I was going to have to fucking... You know, I thought I was going to have to fucking call 911 for real. And then when you finally relaxed and told me what happened, I was like, okay, well, I'm glad you're not in imminent danger, but holy shit, that's still not any good. If you want, you can tell the story about that, Meg. I'm not going to tell it for you. I'm not going to share that unless you want to. But I assume things are a lot better for you now because you couldn't breathe, talk, or think. Yeah. You shared it. I know you've shared it several times, but there's probably people that don't know. If you're cool with me talking about it, though, I'll talk about it. Leak it, even though it's been leaked several times before. Burger or chicken sandwich? Always beef. Go burger, doc. Oh yeah, so I talked about last time losing a bunch of sleep. So here's what happened is when I broke up with her, she decided that her revenge against me would be to... Okay, so first of all, she lied to me about being on birth control. That was one thing. Very fun to deal with as a 19-year-old. And then once I found out that she lied about it, she was like, I'm just going to keep you in the dark about whether or not I'm pregnant. And then blocked me on literally everything. So for the next 90-ish days, I basically didn't sleep. I basically just spent every waking second like stressing about it, which is exactly what she wanted. And then eventually I ran into her. Probably 4 or 5 months later, I ran into her and I realized there's no way in hell that she's pregnant because she still has a flat stomach. And I was like, well, the wave of relief. It is indescribable. The wave of relief that washed over me in that moment. I cannot put it into words. I really can't. It would be impossible for me to put that into words, but it was it was literally at that time, it was the greatest day of my life. The punishment did not fit the crime. There was no crime. I know. What did I do? I mean, I broke up with her, but that's not, I had plenty of good reason to do that. Jesus, man, I probably lost a good 5 years just from all the stress. Like my cortisol levels were, I've never in my life been as stressed as I was during that. And I've had some serious, very serious shit happen since then. And I've never been that stressed ever again. Like the absurdity of the situation is what makes me laugh nowadays, but good Lord, there was no laughing then. Oh my God. And nothing helps. God, you're sitting there like thinking of ways to pass time, but nothing helps because whatever you try to do, it's always in the back of your mind. And like anything that you try to do that's fun, enjoyable, whatever the fuck it happens to be, it's always in the back of your head. And as soon as it enters, your stomach turns again and you're like, well, fuck, I can't enjoy this now because I don't know this mystery thing is just out there and I don't know about it, you know? Like I was trying to fucking imagine what I was gonna have to say to my parents and all this other shit. I don't even want to get into it, dude. It was a goddamn nightmare. I shouldn't even be oversharing this much. This is, you know, I haven't even had anything to drink. Usually I get this way when I drink alcohol, but I've literally only had black coffee and water tonight, so I don't know what's up with me. Couldn't imagine doing that to someone. Tell me about it, dude. But, you know, like I said about the last situation, I'm glad that I can finally just look back and laugh about it now. I don't have to stress anymore. Probably the greatest day of my life. At that time. You were lucky. A lot of dudes ruin their life by having a kid with the wrong lady. Then they don't keep the kid, but have to pay all they make to take care of the kid and get to barely see him sometimes as the salty ex-girlfriend tells the kid how bad you are. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the trap situation. But yeah. Even when I actually thought I was having a scare, I didn't mention it until I knew for sure the result. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like it couldn't have worked out any better. It's just crazy to think back, man. Like I swear it feels like I was a whole different person back then. Just interests, yeah, the type of girls I went for and all that type of shit could not have been more different of a person than I am today. For a good reason and for, you know, for the better, but man. Can't imagine having a kid with any of my exes. Yeah. And then of course I get the fucking message of like, oh, well, you'll come back someday. Checking my wrist with no watch on it, but let's see, how long? 9 years it's been. I never came back. Oh. When it hits 10. But no. Anyways, I don't even know how this whole conversation started, dude. What's cringe? Bridget said that's when you stop talking about it, and I said what, when it hits 10? I don't know how we get on these conversations, man. I just start talking and things just come out. You think literally everything about me is cringe, though. You thought it was cringe that I was telling you that America was a fallen state and the end times are near because I got a white bottle instead of a black one. You called that cringe. I think that's a perfectly justifiable reasoning for being this upset. Oh, the you'll come back to me thing is cringe. Oh yeah, that was really bad. She said some shit about like my heart won't forget. She's like, it might forgive, but it won't forget. I'm like, cool, see ya. I don't give a shit. Started with the jobs with cheating dudes. What do you mean, Kendo? What are you insinuating? I know, yeah, you think literally everything about me is cringe. We've been over this, Meg. You'd find... I think Bridget has heard enough about it tonight. Bridget doesn't care. We've talked about it before. Yeah, she really doesn't care. Actually, I think she probably finds it funny. A lot of the weird shit that happened. But a lot of the weird shit is a story for another day. Because Uncle Stamp is very old and he forgets things sometimes. Usually it takes a little bit of alcohol to get those things. Need a little bit of alcohol in his system to get those memories going. If you know what I mean. But with that being said, I think you all know what time it is. And unfortunately, it's 11 p.m. and I work insanely early in the morning, so I have to go ahead and call it. But I do just want to say I appreciate everybody hanging out. I do want to watch a quick video next stream about Lost in Vivo and some of the analysis. Before I go, YouTube short, how flat earthers think dinosaurs got extinct. Oh dear God, what's this gonna be? Fuck, I forgot the echo was still on, dude. What? A bedtime story? Do I leave the echo on or off? Echo on or off for a bedtime story? Well. Okay, you could go now. Dr. Red is the guy with the cane on the side of the fucking Apollo that just rips me off. Echo on. Is it delayed for you, Mag, or something? Because you legit waited like a minute and a half to say that. Shit was getting real awkward, dude. Bedtime story. Well, I'll tell you the tale of my Discord. It exists, and you can join it by clicking that link. And there's also a very long-winded tale about 2 of my YouTube channels. I'd just like to say that there's both a personal and a stream channel. I think that's very representative of the general populace. We all have a personal and a archive of our inner selves that we sometimes like to share with other people, sometimes not. You know, that you could be the type that you maybe don't like to share that information, but I do. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow night.